All right, guys, just let us know if it's if everything is
Okay?
yeah, if they can hear us. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I know we disconnected you guys for a bit. Just a technical error there from our end, and we apologize about that. You guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine. I know we cut in the middle of our discussion there, but unfortunately, it's not something in my control. It looks like we had a bit of a disconnect there. But again, you're getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, on... Let's see here how many of you guys are here. Hi, welcome back, Quack. We're sorry again. Sorry about the disconnect there. Guys, I'm really sorry again. If you've not clicked the like button, please help us out. Go ahead and click that like button. It means a lot to us. Make sure you share the stream with your friends and family on Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff. Right now, you're getting pictures of the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv. It is sitting right now at 5:50, so in about 4 hours, the curfew will be lifted. So just in the next little while, the curfew will be lifted. For those of you that have just joined, my apologies. We had a bit of a disconnect from our technical problems, guys. Technical problems. But we're back live and better than ever. Now it should be working okay. It looks like everybody got disconnected, by the way, not just us, all the streamers. Looks like everybody was disconnected, but we're back live right now. You guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Right now it's about 4 a.m. We've seen some serious airstrikes just a little while ago. For those of you that were in here a little while ago, you can see that. Please, guys, support the stream. Click the like button. Share it with your friends and family. It helps us out. We're going to stream for as long as need be. It looks like today's an intense night for the capital. Alice, 8-minute war starts. I do believe you. It has been insane over the last couple of minutes with the number of airstrikes. And it seems like everybody that had cameras in the capital was disconnected. So, tough spot right now. I'm not sure what is going on, but there's definitely something happening today that wasn't happening before. I don't know what that something is, though, to be honest. But it is pretty intense. And like I said, the airstrikes that we seen a little while ago, those were definitely not normal airstrikes. And I haven't... Over the last couple of days that we've been monitoring the stream and giving you guys a lot of images, we've never experienced as strong of an airstrike response to the outskirts of Kiev as we had seen today. So, pretty intense situation. Again, could it be signaling that Russian forces are trying to push? So, Ivan saying what happened? Connection problems, I see. So, Ivan, everybody basically had cameras in the capital was disconnected. Every single person. So again, it's not your standard day, that's for sure. Shutter, welcome back. At least I gotta hit the like button again, or twice. Yes. Guys, thank you. Everybody that hasn't hit the like button, please do that. Do your part. We're trying to, guys, get as many people aware of what is happening on the ground. And to be honest, today is looking like it's a tough day, and it looks like it's going to be a day that a lot happens. So help us out. Click that like button. Share the stream with your friends and family. MJW says, are you okay? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. No worries. It looks like a disconnect. A full disconnect of all cameras. I don't know what happened, if there was a cyber thing or what is going on, but disconnect of everybody that was streaming from the capital right now was just disconnected. A little before that, we've seen like 10 airstrikes at the same time, it looks like, on the outskirts of the capital. Not airstrikes, sorry. Strikes, I should say. It could be artillery fire. So we don't know. But there has been strikes. Guys, if you 47 of us, let's try and click the like button. If we can get at least 20 likes, there's 15 of you, 15 likes, 5 more, we get to 20. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Again, you guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine right now. As things happen, it's right now almost 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the capital. We've seen some trucks and buses. If you can see the camera on the top left corner there, a couple of trucks and buses had just passed by. This is curfew hour, so the standard general public are not allowed on these streets. Again, I'm not sure if that was a sort of military but obviously something is happening in the capital today. Robert says already liked. Thanks so much, Robert. We appreciate the like, appreciate the support. We're at 25 likes, or no, 20 likes, 22 likes. 3 more likes and we're at 25. Somebody do us the honor. Crosby. Oh, Alice, by the way, welcome back. Crosby, I remember you saying that they're fighting outside of Kiev and they're about to invade the city for about 2 weeks straight now. So that's what it has been sounding like, to be honest with you. But the amount of airstrikes that were happened a little while ago, live on camera, we have not seen that yet up to this point. Now, whether the Russian forces will advance and enter today, I mean, I don't know, what'll happen. But it does seem like out of the ordinary, and it does seem that it isn't a normal day, and there is some push by Russian forces. Ivan, are you in Kiev? Not at the moment. Not in Kiev, no. Guys, 6 more likes, and we hit 30 likes. Let's try and do that push, guys, and we appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for everybody in the stream. By the way, welcome back, Ivan. I just noticed that. Quack, dang. I know. But it does look like there was some sort of effect on the cameras from all the cavalry. Autumn. And I will say and repeat, there will be no Kiev capture for at least a week more. Autumn, how do you know that? Okay, so we're getting another movement there on the street. Are these... You see the flashing, guys? One.
Interesting. Actually, they're flashing.
These are ambulance. Is that ambulances?
No, it's not an ambulance.
No, the first one looked like an ambulance.
They have emergency lights on.
They have emergency lights. The first one did look like an ambulance.
Maybe.
Was I wrong? Did the first one look like an ambulance, guys? Quack. This is getting intense, really. I could be wrong. It looked like an ambulance to me.
Maybe.
4 more likes, guys, and we get to 30. Come on, somebody do the honor and click that like button. I don't know. That looked like an ambulance. For me, that looked like an ambulance. Again, guys, it's 2 more minutes, Alice, until when you said the war would start.
We have one person saying the war is going to start in a week. And
we have a viewer saying the war is going to start at exactly 4 o'clock, so in 2 minutes.
And then one that's saying it's going to start in a week. We'll see.
And one that's saying it's going to start in a week. Welcome to all of you that have just joined the stream. Crosby, Chicago is more dangerous than Kiev. I don't know about that. Maybe normally. For those of you that have just joined, welcome to the stream. You're getting live images of the capital right now. Right now it's about 4 a.m. We've seen some airstrikes a little while ago. 32 likes. We can get to 40. I'm sure, guys, we can get to 40. So go ahead and push that like button. Only 80 you got to push the like button. We were at 40. Yeah, all of these cameras are actually the bottom 2. Is it the bottom 2 that are in Kiev? Or bottom?
All of them except the top left.
Okay, so all of the cameras except the top left corner, they're in Kiev. The top left is one of the outskirts of Kiev.
Yeah, and that's where we're seeing a lot of movement.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot. We've seen some airstrikes a little while ago on Kiev. Desiree, is it possible that Russian troops stay on the outskirts because they are going to do airstrikes first, then move in from the ground? So that's what we were all thinking at the beginning, is those airstrikes, Russian forces were going to burn the ground basically in front of them before they make any advancements into the capital. But there are some reports, people saying, and some analysis are saying that it could be that, okay, another vehicle. It could be that the Russian forces are making it seem like they're going to attack Kiev so that the Ukrainian army can stay in Kiev while they attack other cities surrounding the capital. So it's a tactical move by the Russian military. But who knows? Who knows? Guys, there's 84 of us in the live, 85 of us in the live chat right now, 43 likes. Let's try and get at least 50 likes. So 7 more of you. Do us the honor. Push that button. Really appreciate it. You're getting live images from the capital. 4 o'clock right now in the capital. And we're doing our part, guys, giving you a live image and live updates of what's happening minute by minute. Do your part. Click that like button. It really helps us out. And share the stream with your friends and family on Twitter and Facebook, all that good stuff. Optim says, analysis of current Russian forces, possible position and goals, especially if you know the numbers of the Russians around Kiev, surely not enough to enter and capture the city, a large city. So, Optim, where are the forces that are going to come in for the Russian troops that are going to enable them to enter the city of Kiev? So, just so you guys know, Optim is from Russia. So, he's kind of giving this Russian perspective. Four o'clock, Alice. You said 4 o'clock. We'd be seeing some massive attacks.
They're incoming.
You gotta count. You know when they say one I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a half, 2 and 3/4. All right, 45 likes. Only 5 more likes and we get to 50. Okay, 4:01 right now in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. The curfew, guys, gets lifted at 8 in the morning. Alice says bombs in the air. How long does it take for them to fall?
Another 10 minutes.
They're floating bombs.
Another 10 minutes for them.
Optim says Kiev will be captured later when south and east is secure. Thus free a lot of firepower from those fronts. Shutter says, I think they'll finish up in the east first. Time works in Russia's favor at this point. I really don't think time works in Russia's favor. Maybe it works in Russian favor in terms of the military component, but you got to remember the sanctions as well. And you got to remember the troops that they have that are being targeted every day by Ukrainians. So I've seen a lot of tanks targeted in the last couple of days.
But you can also think about it like Kiev right now is under a full siege. They've captured.
No, they're not. Kiev is not under a full siege. Not yet.
It's encircled completely.
No, south is still open.
No.
3 more likes and we get to 50, guys. Let's do that. Somebody do the honor. Robert, welcome to the stream, by the way, again, Robert. Robert, has Russia even used any of their heavy bombs yet? Will be devastating one if they do. Crosby, Robert, I think they, on the outskirts they have. I know that, but on the center,
they're fully encircled today. I read it today.
Oh my God! So I'm just reading, guys, a breaking news that, and this is just a short while ago.
The mayor of Kiev.
That the capital has been encircled. So I don't know that. Is Zelensky still in Kiev? There was a video that was circulating about Zelensky showing pictures from his office window that he's still in the capital. That is after some people were reporting that him and his family had left. So it depends if you take his word for it. You think he photoshopped it. Who knows?
What?
Some people say maybe he photoshopped it. There's a video of him in his office.
Oh yeah.
Showing the window. Shutter says it works when your enemy's hungry. Yeah, but again, this is not when you're on the front lines and you have troops that are just standing there. They're like a bird ready to be shot. I don't know. Maybe you could be right, Shutter. I'm not sure. Optim says, please remember, one of the main ideas is the destroying of military potential for Ukraine. This is the goal. But Optim, if that is the goal, then wouldn't they go after Kiev, where the vast majority of the military sits? Ron says, what happened? I'm back. So it looks like a disconnect for all camera streams that were running on the Capitol. So I don't know why it happened specifically, but every camera that was connected had disconnected. 51 likes, guys. 4 more likes until we get to 55. Let's do that, guys. Game changer. What is a happy bomb? A bomb that will make you like it. A happy bomb that will make you like it?
The Discord in the top or the
I don't know what a happy bomb is.
Twitter, Discord in the top.
Twitter. Guys, you're getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. 4:05 a.m. right now in the capital. In about 3 hours and 55 minutes, the curfew will be lifted. If you guys have not clicked the like button, please click the like button. It really, really helps us out. And it doesn't cost you anything. We're trying to spread the message and the word, to everybody. So this is how we do it. The YouTube algorithm will help us. Share it also with your friends and family and on Twitters and Facebook. All that good stuff, guys. Our Twitter is right there. So if you want to retweet the link or, with some hashtags, we would so appreciate it. Kazama Gaming says, please, no bomb or me and my loved ones will be gone. Nope, stay safe, Kazama. Kazama, are you in Kiev? Crosby, all the cameras in Kiev disconnected. Are none of these cameras Kiev? No, they disconnected for a moment and then they're reconnected. So these are all in Kiev, except the one in the left corner, top left corner. But all of them are in Kiev, but they're reconnected. So it's just a matter of a minute or two. North Spider, welcome to the stream, North Spider. I think it's the first time I see your name here. Happy bomb is just some good news, I think. Optim says vast majority of Ukrainian forces are not in Kiev. They're in the east around Kharkiv, along the border with DNR and LNR. Actually, up to my, I disagree with you. I think a lot of the Ukrainian military that was pushed back by Russian forces retreated into the capital. And that's why I think the battle for the capital is a hard one. If you think that the vast majority of the troops are not in the capital, then why is it so tough and that Russian troops need to get all of their forces from the surrounding cities in order to be able to enter the capital? Alan, welcome, Alan Rose, welcome back. Alan Rhodes says, a happy bomb is the one under Putin's table. Kazama, they can't try to starve us. We have food like normal in supermarkets. Kazama, are you in the capital right now? Are you in Kiev? Robert says, bombardment before sunrise. Is Russia bombing strictly during lockdown? I don't know, but the vast majority of the bombing has been between 4 and 6 a.m. Guys, we're at 51 likes. Only 4 more likes until we get to 55. Which 4 of you will do the honor? Kasama Gaming. People are working in pharmacies, stores, the metros is working. Yeah, you know what, Kasama, I agree with you. We've seen people, cleaners, come out and clean the streets like it's nothing. Alice says, weird. Couple of explosions, now nothing.
That's what it was. Kharkiv in Central.
Yeah, Kharkiv is being bombed like crazy. Kazama, everything is working in Ukraine, in Kiev. Kasama Gaming, if you're able to go on audio through Discord, we can bring you on and you can tell us how what you're seeing on the ground. But you guys are getting live images of the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now. Again, I would say now it's been 15 minutes. We've seen some serious airstrikes on the capital. It looked like a bombardment of at least six strikes at the same time. And I know a lot of us that weren't here at the time who captured it. Pretty crazy, intense situation right now. Now, whether the Russian forces will attempt to capture the capital today, we will find out. But it's about, so again, you're talking about 3 hours and 15 minutes, the curfew will be lifted. Sunrise will come out in usually around 5:30 is when we start to see the light. And that's when we're able to tell for sure if there, what kind of damage there is. Yesterday you could see some smoke after. Kasama Gaming, yes, I'm west of Kiev. Kasama says, I can show videos or photos of the ground. If you could, go on Discord, show them. Even better if you can talk to us, and then we will display the pictures as you speak. We really appreciate it, Kasama. Stay safe, that's the most important thing. Rich says, hey guys, I'm back after another day's work. What has happened today? So, Rich, we've seen some airstrikes, heavy airstrikes, or not airstrikes, it looks like bombs that fell on the capital, on the outskirts. Maybe, I don't know, probably between 10 and 20, within like 5 minutes of each other. On the bottom left camera is where we see them. Since then, we have seen a bit of calm. Guys, we're at 65 likes. Thanks so much. 5 more likes and we get to 70. So let's do that. Let's get to 70 likes. You guys are getting live images from the capital right now. The only one that's not in the capital is the top left corner, and that is on a city on the outskirts of the capital.
It's been quite suspicious, honestly.
Yeah, and in that one, we've seen, it's been a suspicious sight, to be honest with you. Joshua Donald, sub to your channel, Kasama. Welcome back, Joshua. Joshua, you're also in Kiev, is that right?
Yeah, I thought that as well. But
because Joshua, I think if I'm remembering, if this is the right Joshua, you're also in Kiev.
maybe he left.
Maybe. I think his family left, but Joshua was still in the capital fighting. Or, not fighting, preparing to fight. Or at least we were hearing. What channel?
Oh, Joshua left, he says.
Joshua, I'm in America now. Oh, welcome back. Rich, do they appear to be closer than last night? Richard, they still appear kind of on the outskirts, a little bit closer, and the intensity is a lot higher. I left and my family stays.
Oh, it's family thing.
Oh, Kasama, the Discord is in the description. Is that right? Discord is in the description. Just join on Discord. So, pretty intense start to the night. Normally, we see this sort of strikes and this much fire towards the 6 o'clock hour, closer to 6 o'clock. But now we're seeing them earlier on in the night. Guys, only a few more likes to get to 80 likes. Please, 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 if you haven't done so, please click that like button. It really helps us out. We will keep you live from the Capitol. We just ask that you give us, you support us by clicking the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means a lot to us.
Alice
What's Alice saying? So, Alice, check out the Blind Free channel. Only $1 to sub.
So you're saying we should charge to subscribe?
So you're saying we should charge $1 to subscribe? No, we will not charge. This is free, guys. Honestly, all we want, guys, for your support. We spread the word as to what is happening right now, and we can do that by clicking the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So we will keep you on, even if it means staying up all night and giving you for as long as need be. Joshua, who was in Kiev a while ago, said, "My wife and children are here in the States. I plan on going back in 7 days with a few friends. Crypto Geek, I've been subbed to you for some time now, brother. Keep up the good work." Thanks so much, Joshua. I'm glad you left safely, and are back home. And I'm glad your family's back safe as well. Again, Joshua, I know. Again, it's really up to you. If you feel like going on audio and letting us what you went through when you were there, we would appreciate it a lot.
I'm just gonna set this guy in. I think this is Kusama Gaming.
So we have somebody that's in the capital. Kusama Gaming might be going on as well on audio and just kind of letting us know what they're going through right now in the capital. Alice says, "Yep." Anthony, good evening. Good evening, Anthony. Welcome back to the stream. Choki, welcome back as well. I heard that they banned apps in Russia, I think. So Facebook has been banned, and believe it or not, Meta, so Facebook's company right now is seen as a terrorist organization now in Russia. It's crazy.
Yeah, they really dislike it.
Yeah, Russia's really pushing hard against Facebook. 85 likes, guys. Only 5 likes away from 90. Yeah, so right now Russia's trying to close off social media to the point where all of their soldiers, before they were deployed, they were not allowed to carry some. Is that an air?
Could be a vehicle. I don't know.
It sounds like a vehicle or an airstrike.
Could be.
Man, the vehicle, the engines though don't sound like your standard car engines. Yeah. So all of the Russian soldiers, apparently they had their cell phones removed from them before deployment. And that's why we're not getting a lot of footage from the Russian side. Aptim, who's in Russia, says Instagram will be banned in 2 days. Facebook is banned. WhatsApp will stay for a time. Maybe YouTube will be banned someday. Aptim, but are there alternatives? Or is this just disconnecting the Russian people from reality? Is this an attempt to disconnect the Russian people from what is happening on the ground? Does the Russian leadership fear that if people knew what's happening on the ground, there would be some repercussions to the leadership? Is that why they're doing it? Or why does it matter that Facebook is banned and they're trying to ban Instagram and all these social media outlets? Oh my God, 92 likes, guys. Only 8 likes away from 100. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, only 8 more likes until we get to 100. Shutter. Agree with you, Mike. Okay, what is Mike saying here? Mike says, then again, Facebook is allowing calls for violence against Russia. I'm not sure I disagree with Russia's choice. So I don't get this violence thing. Violence against, allowing calls for violence against Russia. What does that mean? Heather, welcome back to the screen. Oh, thanks so much to Heather for subbing and liking. We appreciate it. Oh, welcome back, Green Wave. How are you, Green? YouTube content is already filtered per the country you live in. Yeah, otherwise I think a lot of countries would filter, ban YouTube. Green Wave, if you can join on Discord, there's something I want to discuss with you as well.
Oh, that's Green Wave.
Yeah, welcome back, Green Wave. Again, you guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine right now. It's 4:15 in the capital, about 3 hours and 45 minutes before the curfew is lifted. Again, a little while ago, we seen some bombardments on the capital of Ukraine. It looks like a bunch of airstrikes all at the same time. And then since then, we've seen a little bit of calm. And we've seen those strikes on the bottom left corner there, if you guys are seeing that. Bottom left corner towards the back. Maybe to me, one of them seemed like Ukrainian forces had fired like ton rockets up. So. Guys, 4 more likes until we get to 100. Somebody do the honor. Who wants to do the honor of giving us those 4 likes? Creative. This is so crazy. And hello, Hodl Finance. Hello, Creative Jeans. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Mike the Dad Cousin. Strikes seem to be near airport. It looks like, so one of the airports on the outside part of Kiev was stricken. I believe that was 3 days ago with like 8 rockets. Oh, welcome back, Uncanny Ricardo. Is the Ukrainian forces capable of offensive attacks, or are they encircled in the cities? I think there's a tough, they are trying, Uncanny to push, but they've not been successful. I think they don't have the military capacity, unfortunately, to push Russian forces back. The thing is, you need big air power and to support you when you're trying to make the push. Imagine the Russians can't make the push into the capital, and they have some air support. So imagine the Ukrainian side. Long Short, welcome to the stream, first of all. Long Short says, there have been various hashtags promoting violence against Russians. Not just Russia should ban Facebook, as even Russians not in Russia are potentially victims of hate crimes. So how does this violence thing on Facebook work? I'm not really sure. 1 more like and we get to 110 likes, guys. You guys are awesome. Joshua, who was in Kiev. Joshua says, my family is Polish and are trying to move their way back home now. Ukraine will overcome this. I'm sure of it. I was lucky to get out before things were crazy. I was just lucky to have to leave after the invasion. It is tough, I'm sure. And Joshua, you were in the capital as well. So I'm not sure, is this the situation in all of Ukraine, Joshua, or just the capital right now? It looks like the outskirts are suffering even worse than the capital. So Optum says, it means that Facebook lets posters in Ukraine post like, let's kill and burn Russian soldiers in Ukraine. Oh, so they're allowed to post like sort of violent stuff. Karen, great channel. Where are you narrating from? Welcome to the channel, Karen, Canada. Welcome, welcome. I got you. So they're saying that that's why they banned Facebook. Okay. Shutter, correct, Creative. What Facebook is doing is immoral. I think if you're targeting just general people, like you could talk about, you could say kill all of the Russians in the world. Yeah, that's not right. Joshua says smaller towns are being hit harder than the capital. It's sad sight once you set out beyond the capital. I can see, and a lot of the bombardments and the heavy airstrike, it seems like on the outskirts. Karen says thank you. You're very welcome. Mike says, News Geek, Facebook had a policy that no one could post calls for violence. They changed that policy specifically for Russians. Yeah, I don't know if you can target specific group of people. Like, not every Russian is fighting in the war. Not every Russian likes what's happening. Not every Russian is with violence. So just, open up the board for every, to people to open up violence against every Russian is not right, I think. And Kenny says, I know Russian friends. They don't like war, but also hate how unfair all Russian people are being hated on. This will only make them hate the West and maybe support Putin. It does seem, just a general rule, that during times of war, that people go around, they are closer to each other. creative. It's immoral if Facebook is indeed allowing these things to be posted. I don't know, man. Honestly, like violence is bad in general. Plus, it becomes normal for the young people to see those sorts of things, and then they will use them everywhere. I think it looks like Facebook and a lot of these companies want to do anything to impress. And this is not to say that, this is right what's happening, but to just allow anybody to post, say kill all Russians or something like that, that's not good. Niall says, if you can't say I want to kill Biden, then why can you say kill Putin? Sounds about how this is. Putin started the war. Sorry to Ukraine. Guys, there's 139 of us and 111 likes. Let's get to at least 120 likes. Was that an airstrike? I missed something, I feel. I heard something. Guys, let's get to 120 likes. Only 9 more. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Destruction from dangerous vaccines. Vaccines. Destruction from dangerous vaccines. That's a whole different discussion, I don't know. Joshua says, Putin lied. Putin convinced young soldiers it was a training usher as they figured out it was not. I think the morale's changed. Not to say every soldier will believe that, but a lot did. Joshua, that's exactly why I think it's not good to generalize this to all of Russians. Creative says, Biden, yes, annoying, but he's not killing anyone. I think I'm not saying Putin killed anybody, but I think a lot of leaders are, in the times of war, have been at some point okay with civilian casualties. Let's not act like, every leader has no blood on their hands. I mean, even the United States has a lot of blood on their hands, whether it's Iraq or Afghanistan or wherever, there is blood on their hands. There's a lot of civilians that died in the process of fighting these wars. Right? It's collateral damage, as a lot of them call it. So, Neil says, thank you for the feeds. You're very welcome, Neil, and welcome to the stream. Guys, only 2 more likes to 120. Let's go ahead, go ham on that like button, guys. Go crazy on it. I give you full authority to go crazy on the like button. And share the stream. Go crazy on the share button, guys. Share it with your friends, family, on your Twitters, Facebooks, with your grandma, with your neighbor, with the pizza delivery guy, with the mailman. Share it. Just share it with everybody. Robert says, Biden bombed a raid worker and 11 children to avenge the 13 Marines that died. I mean, that's the thing. I really don't think any leader can say I have no blood on my hands. Evan, welcome back, by the way, Evan. Setting the bar low for Biden. Shutter says Putin killed COVID. I'm sorry. I don't know if he killed COVID. DDS rates better COVID kill Putin. And Kenny. No, he's talking to someone. Joshua. Russia's our family also. This entire thing is insane and really confusing. We're all family and blood relatives live in Russia. I hope I have cousins in Russia protesting the war. It's not all Russians. Exactly. And I mean, Joshua was in Kiev and he's saying this, guys. I don't think this is a war of the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia. This is not what this war is about. This is a war between leaderships. And civilians in the middle get caught up in, in the mess. Ivan says, Putin kill... Where are you, Ivan? It just slid. Putin kill a family of Afghan people and the Taliban have new weapons. Thanks to him. DDS says Russia get their ass kicked back to Moscow. Shatter says no clean hands in war. Collateral damage is impossible to avoid. Sad but true. Exactly. And again, sometimes we put a double standard. I do believe that. There is a double standard in the world. This doesn't make the right wrong and the wrong right. There's wrong on both sides. But you can't say that because this person is wrong, everybody else is right. you have to judge every situation and evaluate it accordingly. Optim says, Russians are being haunted in Europe now. Everything connected to Russia is being banned and attacked. Ordinary people in Russia observe this and consolidate inside the country. And Creative says, true, no clean hands. There is a t-shirt that says, puck futed. Joshua says, thank you, Geek, for allowing complete a platform to speak about the truth that we see. You're the man. You're very welcome, Joshua. I'm really happy to bring this to you. Really, what matters to me the most, or my goal, of this stream, is to give you guys a room to discuss and speak and bring out information more than judgment. Because I do believe that we have this instinct to choose sides, and once we choose sides, I think we tend to not just look at the opponent as negative in everything. And I'm not saying that the opponent is perfect, but you have to say this part of the opponent is bad, this part may still be good. And and sometimes you have to think wisely. Emotions do create a lot of problems, right? And the emotions right now are so high, and we feel bad. I mean, I feel terrible for the people in Kiev and the people in Ukraine. And all this, a children's hospital was bombed. It's just such an unfortunate situation, and really hard for the people there. But I don't think the right thing to do is to go hunt after every Russian and say, you were a part to do this, or to ban iPhone in Russia, or to ban, food to Russians and close off the board, close off. You want to make sure that the Russians don't get, gas so they can't, heat their. That's not the right way to approach it. Shutter says, judgment is easy. Being objective is more difficult. Absolutely, absolutely. Especially in times where there's a lot of emotions running. Because sometimes you say something that's true, but then people see it from an emotional perspective, from an emotional vision, and then they think you're trying to support, killing civilians. And you're not trying to say that. You're just trying to say, this aspect was not right. So Optim says, that's why I agreed to share my point of view on this channel, not others. Creative says, but I just feel that Putin is a little more on the not so good guy, or maybe I'm wrong. No, you might not be wrong, and I do see a lot of faults in Putin. I'm not gonna lie. I do see a lot of, but to just say that target all Russians, or to say that Facebook to go out and again ban all these things, and try to say that every single person in Russia is part of the military, or every single person in Russia hates the Ukrainians. It's not like that. I just don't see it like that. I'm looking at pictures, I'm looking at videos. I've seen the Russian soldiers as they approach. I mean, everybody's seen them, not just me, I'm sure. The Russian soldiers as they went into the capital. I mean, there was Ukraine. Did you guys see that video of the Ukrainian that was standing in front of like 100 military vehicles, Russian military vehicles? And, everybody was talking about how brave this man was, and props, he was brave. He put himself in front of an entire army. But don't you kind of have a little bit of respect to the soldiers that were in those cars that could have easily ran him over and been like, you know what, we're in war with the Ukrainians. They could have easily shot him, run him over. The fact that they didn't and they drove around him, you got to give them some respect for that. And nobody's talking about it. Everybody's dissing those vehicles. I'm not saying that it's good that the army went in. I'm just saying, that was an element of saying, you know what? The Russian soldiers that were there, they didn't want to kill an innocent man. They didn't want to kill every Ukrainian. If they did, they would have just not cared and ran him over. So I'm trying to be as fair by looking at the whole image. Again, guys, 121 likes. We can get, I'm sure, 9 more and get to 130. Game changer. America had to put up with Trump. Russia and have to put up with Putin. Robbie, U.S. like war, they make money. Uncanny says, logically one cannot say it's okay to hate all Russians, yet be against the war crimes. If guilty by association is right for sanctions, then in war, anyone's the enemy. Exactly. I agree with that statement 100%. 100% I agree with that statement. And if we are going to say that anybody that goes into war and kills civilians should be banned from the world, then every country in the world should be banned from the world.
Oh, they're saying there's bombardments.
Okay, there's another bombardment. Where are we seeing?
All these yellow. I can't read.
Okay, so there's new area of bombardment that we just received an update. New areas of bombardment on the outskirts of Kiev, right? On the outskirts of Kiev. We just received an update.
I think this is.
Let's see. Optim says, on the other hand, majority of Russians support Putin like me,
Yes.
voting for him and relaying for his decision. That's why the wars happened and was inevitable. Dennis, we have a dish in Canada called poutine, and we don't boycott it, such a shame. We have to boycott because after the name. Kern Bird, welcome first of all to the stream. First time I see you in here. I'm for the people, not the government. Heather, welcome back. Welcome back, Heather. Families everywhere just want to live in peace and start to support their families. I feel bad for the innocent Russian people. Absolutely. Robert, I do believe Putin is attempting to let people evacuate. He could have came in full force. He has chosen to go slow. DDS, Putin just a coward, insane like Hitler. That's why he's going down. Green, USA is losing money right now. Gas energy costs are up. Joshua, fighting hard, brother and sisters. Fight hard, brother and sister. I will return from making my family safe. Hold them off.
So, see, the airstrikes that we saw live are confirmed.
So, guys, we have confirmation that the airstrikes that we saw a little while ago on the outskirts of Kiev that you see live in the bottom left corner, they have been confirmed now.
According to the Russian side, yeah.
According to Russian media, right now, they have confirmed that there were airstrikes just on the outskirts of Kiev, and it was a chain of airstrikes. As confirmed by Russian media. We have a map as well. I'm not sure if we're able to put it on stream. It'll take some adjustment, so I'm not even going to put it. But they have been confirmed by Russian media right now.
Yeah, and it will be in the Discord if anybody wants to know.
Yeah, if you want to see the exact reference source, you'll see it in the Discord. But some confirmed airstrikes, Russian airstrikes on the outskirts of the capital. Guys, 126 likes, only 4 more likes to get 130. Let's do that. Cornbread's Custom says, hug your families, everybody. This could happen to anyone.
What? Oh, he's sending us the notification. So, again, everybody kind of gets a notification in Kiev if an airstrike happens.
So he's in Kiev?
I think so.
Oh, this is Gamer, right? No. So we are in contact with someone that looks like in the capital. So everybody in the capital of Kiev is receiving notifications on their phone whenever there's an airstrike. Dennis says, which screen? So Dennis, it's the airstrikes. We see them on the bottom left screen, but now they've been confirmed, and we've uploaded the sources on Discord. So join Discord; it's in the description. So everybody gets again a notification. Everyone in Kiev gets a notification on their phone once there's been an airstrike. I'm sure Josh can confirm that. Only 2 more likes to get 130, guys. Let's do that. Oh, A. McCain, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Oh my God, he's in Kiev right now. Is he able to come on?
Let's see if he comes up. I'm ready.
Oh, so we have somebody in Kiev. You can see in the Discord. Is this in the general chat that he's posting? Okay, somebody in Kiev is ready to battle. A. McCain, how can Russia be part of NATO, but not want others to join? So Russia's not a part of NATO. They're part of the UN, United Nations. They're not part of NATO. I know there's a lot of people that complain that. That what? What's the word? My brain just. A lot of people that confuse that. That's the word. They are part of the United Nations. They're not part of NATO. And I think they're a vetoing member of the United Nations too. Yeah. No, Russia's definitely not part of NATO. Wow, pictures of the streets. Is he able to go on audio and tell us what's happening on the ground? So we're talking right now. We're in communication with someone in the capital, Kiev. We want to see if we can bring him live with you. He's sending us a lot of private pictures from He's ready to fight, it looks like, in the capital, and showing some pictures of the outside. Oh my god, it's extremely quiet in the capital, really. It's very tense. I'm looking at these pictures as I'm talking to you guys. I hurts when Ep says, wow, whoa. Welcome, I hurts. I think it's the first time I see you on the stream. One more like until we get to 130 likes. Someone do that, guys. Let's get that final like until we get to 130. Mike the Dad Crosby says, Russia tried to join NATO. Robbie says, are Russians short on soldiers they need to buy poor Syrians? I don't know if they're doing that just to kind of scare the world from joining as foreign fighters on the Ukrainian side. So they're kind of saying, you know, if you let them join, then we will let the Syrians join. So I think maybe their hope is that the Ukrainians, no one is allowed to join anymore, and then they wouldn't. Start William says, do people really read this? What do you mean? Read what, Start?
Maybe his messages. He doesn't think we're interactive. We're an exceptionally amazing.
It hurts. I'm not going to read your full name. I'm not going to say that. All right, you guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine. Right now, it's about 4:30 a.m. in the capital. As you can see in the images, you're getting live images from the capital. We're giving you the latest updates. We've seen that chain of airstrikes a little while ago. They have been confirmed now, and we have uploaded the confirmations and notifications on Discord. Yeah, we're not from the some that read it. We're from the some that don't read it, Chatter. Chatter said some read it. Some read his name. I'm not going to read your full name. If somebody wants to see what it says, they can read it on their own. Joshua Donald says, is there somewhere to donate to this channel? Thanks so much, Joshua. We appreciate it. There's an option for, what are they called? Super chat, super stickers. You can do it through there if you wish. And we appreciate it very, very much. Strut says, thanks for these cameras. You are great. Well, you're very welcome. We're really happy to be able to give you guys the live images of the capital. We really appreciate it. And we'll keep you going live for as long as need be. And Kenny says, will chemical weapons really be used in this war? And Kenny, we really hope they're not being used. I really think they won't unless the Russians really feel that they will not be able to win this war without them. I really think that they will be avoided for a very long time. But nobody really knows. Guys, I'm working on trying to get someone from the capital. I'm trying to communicate and get someone from the capital to speak live on here. Kind of give us some updates on the ground. So just bear with us. If we can get that, it would be awesome. And I'm working really hard to get that done. Optim says, you cannot donate from Russians since YouTube banned this option for Russians. Yeah, see, I don't get like these things, but I'm not gonna. I mean, global politics. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, only 4 more likes and we get to 140. You able to? Perp. Hi guys, it's lunchtime in Australia. Anything happened in the last 12 hours? Welcome back to the stream, Perp. There was a chain of airstrikes on the capital of Kiev, a huge chain. We've seen it live, and we just got confirmation as well from somebody in the capital that did happen. They got notifications on their phone. They get notifications of the specific airstrikes, and the exact locations. If you want to see them, we put with the map on Discord. Shutter says, if camo or bioweapons are used, I suspect a false flag. Is it there?
That's it, but there's somebody in
Green Wave. Can you hear us? No, Green Wave, can you hear us? So that's Green Wave is somebody in the capital, Kiev, I believe. So, Green Wave?
I don't think he's in the capital. Yeah,
maybe not. We'll see. We have to confirm. But yes. So that's what happened. No problem, Perp. Thank you for joining. It hurts. Oh no, so Chuck. I can't speak for anyone but myself, but I read as many chats as I can. Welcome to the street, Chuck. To the stream, not the street. The stream, Chuck. Balsa, welcome to the stream. CEO for one. Greetings from Montenegro. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, Balsa. There's 141 likes. You guys are awesome. Only 9 more likes and we get to 150. Guys, I'm going to do something, and if you would help me with this, I would be forever grateful. It would mean so much. I'm going to post a post on Twitter. The link for the Twitter is pinned. I just want you to retweet it with some hashtags. Ukraine, Russia. If you can do that, I would be grateful. Let's get as many people aware of what's going on and joining us in this stream. If you guys could do that, like I said, I would be forever grateful. I'm going to post a post right now. Just retweet it with some hashtags, and I would be very, very grateful. I'm going to post it right now, and I'll post the link it'll be pinned for the Twitter. And follow us on Twitter in the meantime. If you've not clicked the like button, click that as well. Chuck says, thanks, guys. You're very welcome, Chuck. I'm really happy to be able to give you the latest and keep you guys updated with what's happening. Evan says, welcome to cold streets of the stream. That's right. Cold, dark streets, Evan, of the stream. And if you've retweeted it, if you could just give me a 1 in the chat. And for every person that retweets it and gives me a 1, I will clap. See how great of a reward that is? You get a clap if you retweet. Again, you guys are getting a live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Right now it's 4:45, so about that gives us about 3 hours and 15 minutes until the curfew is lifted. The curfew will be lifted at 8 in the morning, and it'll be curfew again at 5 p.m. So the curfew is imposed from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Let's see. Green Wave. Hi, everyone. I will be back in a few minutes. No problem, Green. Take your time. Aerodynamic says, I'm willing to bet the Russians tried to pull some kind of night operation and try to get to the center of Kiev tonight or tomorrow. Aerodynamic, to be honest with you, would not be shocked. Although, we have some people that think that it's going to be a week. What was his name? Ikram?
I don't know. I forgot what was it.
Russia.
Green Wave.
Optum thinks it's going to be in a week. So, I do think, though, it is in the coming days. Today, tomorrow. Craig, welcome to the stream, Craig. Where does Russia go after the capital? If they take it over, they're going to take. No way, Craig, that they're going to advance into Poland. That is something I can almost guarantee will not happen, because that's a war with NATO. I don't think they want a war with NATO. Poland's a NATO member. So Poland's a completely different story than Ukraine. Shutter, time to go eat some cheese. Catch you fine people later. See you later, Shutter. Oh, you're going to eat some cheese, Shutter. Yeah, cheddar cheese. Make sure you eat cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese, yeah, actually, it's a good one.
Robbie. I can't see. Robbie, Putin's war will put Russia back to 1917. Maybe. Heather, enjoying your program, watching from South Texas. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Heather. Welcome, and I hope to continue to see you. GQ8724. A question mark. What's your question, GQ? What's your question? Welcome to the stream. Joshua says they will not step foot into Poland. Yeah, no, Joshua, I 100% agree with you. Poland's out of the question. I don't think Russia wants a war with NATO, and I don't think that is a war they can handle. I think a war with NATO would be the end of Russia, but potentially the end of the world, because I don't know if Russia would use nuclear weapons, but I wouldn't doubt if they did. Blackdorf says they do not want a war with NATO. Agreed. Aerodynamics says the U.S. should open up all Russian supermax prisons and fly them over to Russia. Then just let them go with guns. Yeah, no, Russia's not gonna go into a war with NATO. No way. Guys, the tweet is on Twitter. Go retweet it. Retweet it. Retweet it. Like I say, you get a clap. Come back, write a 1, and I'll clap for you. All right, let's see. Aerodynamics says the U.S. should open. Oh, I don't. That's not gonna. Look, guys, there was a report just recently. I read this yesterday, that one of the guards of Queen Elizabeth had left his post and went to fight in Ukraine. And you believe it or not, the British Army or the British intelligence is looking to bring him back because they don't want a war with Russia. They're worried that the Russians would see this as a United Kingdom or a British involvement. So no, they're not. This would not be something that would ever happen. That the government would endorse anything like that. GQ says, does China want war also? I don't think so. I think China is teasing Taiwan. I really don't think they want a war. China is just not that kind of country. Rich, welcome back. I didn't see you in a while. Is Putin seriously using the same tactics as Stalin? Maybe. I mean, I'm sure he learned from him. Tobacco says China and Russia could actually win a war against NATO. I don't know. So it depends what you define as a win. It defines the really perp. I think Putin is going to have tantrum like a child and do something really, really bad. I think if Russia's losing, yeah, you're gonna see something bad. David, welcome back. What do we know about how far the Russians are from the city center at the moment? I think yesterday I had retweeted it, or maybe I shared it in the chat. They were about 10 to 20 miles away. That was yesterday, though. Could have made a lot of advancements overnight. Joshua says, intense close quarter combat in Kherson during daylight. Getting emails from family now, finally. I can imagine these battles are getting much, much closer. And they're much more intense. We can tell from even just the cameras. Switzel. Welcome to stream, Switzel. If NATO goes to war with NATO, we all will be destroyed. You mean Russia? Yeah, I do believe that if NATO goes to war with Russia, it's bad. It'll be the end of Russia as well. But it'll be the end of the world probably by then. Guys, only 7 likes away from our 150. Let's go crazy and ham on the like button and get 7 more likes. 107 of us. We can do it. I feel like my voice is starting to go away. Maybe I need some coffee again. Who bought me a pizza the other day? Somebody said I'd buy you a slice of pizza. Somebody bought me a slice of pizza.
Oh, it was a pizza or a donut.
Oh yeah, somebody said pizza or donut. Tobacco. Russia, I mean. Yeah, I know, I agree with you. If there's a war between Russia and the United Nations, it's... And not nation, sorry, NATO, it's bad. It's going to be bad. Guys, it's right now almost 5 a.m. in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, getting live images from the capital as we speak. As we speak. It has calmed down, though, compared after those strikes. Only 4 more likes until we get to 150. DDS says no respect to Russian soldiers. Switzel, everyone will lose. I agree. I agree. Oh, we got some retweets. How many?
Like 2 or 3.
Guys, we can get more than 2 or 3. There's like 100 of us. Let's retweet on Twitter with a hashtag and a follow. The link in the Twitter is pinned there. Someone buy this man a pizza. If you're gonna buy a pizza, buy me an extra large one because I'm hungry. What do you want? And some coffee. Evan says, have you seen Funker? They are a channel of vets, and they have really deep insight into this. I think no matter how much insight you have, it's a really tough situation. Unpredictable, to be honest. Like, the whole world knew about Russia surrounding in Ukraine at the beginning of this, but nobody was certain because it could change in a matter of a second. Russia is not a country you can rely on. Like, they change so fast, and yeah, we've seen it happen. So who knows? Who knows? Do I think this will continue on? I think so, but I don't think it'll continue on for too much longer, though, to be honest. Only 4 more likes until we get to 150. I really like seeing 150, guys. I know you like seeing me seeing 150. All right, guys. Again, live images from the capital. It's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the capital. It has. I seen a light in the bottom left camera. Did somebody see that as well?
Oh, there is. There's rockets. There's rockets.
More airstrikes. I seen some airstrikes, guys. The bottom left there. Same spot as a little while ago. Yeah. This is where the six.
Definitely rockets.
This is where we seen six strikes a little while ago. Bottom left. Yep, I did see them as well. Rockets or artillery? Yeah, airstrikes, you mean?
They were right after each other. No,
yeah.
Right before.
Yeah, there was bombing again.
From the land.
Heather says, I sent you a $3 to curb, but... Thanks, Heather. I didn't see it, but that's appreciate it very much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot.
It's like they're
targeting. Are you able to put that back on the stream? Guys, there's like 10 rockets that just flew out of the capital. So this is the Ukrainians bombing Russian positions. Guys, I'm gonna go back on the stream and show you. This was like 10 rockets. Maybe we can even, I don't know if we can zoom in.
I can try.
We'll try to zoom in as well.
See if I can. What's that?
Guys, we're gonna show you zoom in. It looks like the 10 rockets, maybe even more than 10, just flew out from the Kiev out. It looks like on Russian positions.
Look at the bottom.
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Keep an eye on the bottom left. Just can you put the cursor on it?
Try.
We'll show you guys. There was just some airstrikes. Now this is the Ukrainian army bombing. There it is. There it is. There it is. You guys see it? We're trying to zoom in even more.
I can try and zoom in. Let me go. Give me 1 second. Let me try and zoom into that.
Yeah, no, these are the Ukrainian forces bombing. Looks like Russian positions. We'll try and zoom in even better, more for you guys. A couple seconds ago, guys, we caught it live. This is crazy. See, things can change, and it's welcome, Spiritual. Nice to see you again. Welcome back, Spiritual. You came in at a perfect time. Just a couple of seconds ago. Russian forces, Ukrainian forces, just looked like just rockets coming out of the capital. Looks like hitting, targeting Russian positions.
So look at the corner right there. Look at the top corner.
Yeah, look at the top corner, guys. You can see them. Those rockets coming out. Guys, we have confirmation. I have a video from somebody in the capital. You guys are getting exclusive footage from somebody that just sent it to us in the Discord. Yeah, I think we lost. You guys lost me. I had accidentally muted it. Somebody in the Discord in the capital. These were strikes on the capital. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they were rockets. You guys can see it if you join the Discord. It's in the general. Somebody in Kiev right now in our channel has just posted a video from his phone of what's happening.
I'm gonna try and put it up.
We'll try and put it on the stream, but this is some exclusive footage just from us, guys.
Yeah, so you guys have to hit the like.
Nobody will have. Guys, click the like button. Click the like button. Heather, thanks so much for the $2 donation. Really appreciate it. But guys, if you've not clicked the like button, click the like button. You're getting again exclusive. Somebody in the capital right now. He just videotaped. Just videotape what's happening, Nicholas.
So I'm gonna put it up, but it's gonna kind of block the rest. You're gonna see it. It's small. I'll show you right now. So we're about to roll
we are in Canada, but the videos that you're seeing is somebody from the that we have connection with, and that's watching. That's videotaped from their phone right now in the capital.
Connection
right
as in like he was a comment, like he's one of
It's
the
somebody
viewers.
from the stream. So, but he sent it to our Discord.
We're gonna roll the clip. Let's roll.
We'll roll the clip. Guys, this is minutes ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. This is no joke. This is live, guys. This was just 5 minutes ago. Oh my god. This is insane. Can you imagine?
Put it one last time, just so you guys can see.
This is the bombing from 5 minutes ago. You guys seen those lights? Somebody in Kiev, we have a contact with that messaged us, sent us a video just right now. Video taped from his phone. This is live, guys, from the capital. 5 minutes ago. Wow. Wow. You guys are getting exclusive footage. No stream has this. Dennis says, this is hell. Perp says, oh my god. I know. No stream has, guys. You guys are getting live footage from somebody right now that just videotaped it in the stream, videotaped it and sent it right to us. This is insane. That's what I'm saying, guys. These lights, because it's so dark, it's so hard to see. We're trying to, based on light, see whether these strikes are from Russian sources or the Ukrainian side, but it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. But now we have the source on the ground that can give us exactly what's happening. Yeah. Ark, the earlier video at a distance. Let me see. I'm just reading. Video. This is look like going. This is incoming. I know that's what we thought as well, Ark. But this is someone right there. I mean, in the capital. You can see how close he is to the bombing. So I believed him more than that exact video, and he just videotaped it from his phone. He's saying these were airstrikes.
Since friend sent him that, he's right next to him.
He's in Kiev as well, right?
Yeah.
He's in Kiev, but this is sent by his friend's phone, who is really close to them on the outskirts, closer to where that is. No, this is not just a noise, guys. I know it seems like it might be just a noise. Again, it's easy for us just looking from afar and seeing all these lights to just guess how things are looking. No, this is Ark again. This is not. This is from someone that just sent it to us through his friend. He's in Kiev as well. He's towards the city center, but his friend is closer to the outskirts.
Yeah, and he did actually show. He has like a map of the targeted areas, and
he showed us links as well to what the messages he's getting on his phone of the different areas that were targeted and photos on the street. So this is reliable. Somebody reliable.
So perhaps different events, return fire.
So maybe this was right before, but what I mean, they're worried about what's coming at them. They're not really worried about watching what they're shooting at, especially the people. That was terrible. I did not expect it to be this bad. I see a lot of small lights, and from afar, these small lights seem like like, you know, they're nothing. But to people right there, they're huge. Guys, 3 more likes and we get to 160. Let's get as many people aware of what is happening right now on the ground. Tell him if he has any more or anything else. If you can videotape or send it to us, that would be awesome. Again, if he's able to talk, maybe we can get him on. It'll be hard though because the situation in there is not easy. So I'm not going to pressure him in coming on the audio. So he'll keep us updated though with what's happening on the ground as it happens. And you guys, he's in the Discord. He's in the Discord right now. So he's updating the general chat as well. The link for excuse me, the link for our Discord is in the description. I missed by an hour. Ark says that first outgoing may be return fire from that closed video impact. It could be, but it's no. Ark says what a trip. Thanks for hosting. No problem, Ark. Really happy to give you guys the latest update of what is happening on the ground. I know it's tough for the people there, and I know I appreciate that you guys are paying attention. And I will do my best, even if it means staying for however it needs to keep you updated. I just ask for your support by clicking the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It doesn't cost you anything. If you click the like button, you haven't done so, please do it. If you can share it on your Twitter and Facebook, do that as well. The link for our Twitter is on Discord. You can just retweet with a hashtag or something. It would really mean a lot.
We can do that. I guess I can, if you guys want to.
What?
Just give some timestamps.
What was the timestamp?
It shows up kind of like, okay, this is when the attack happened.
Yeah. Maybe we will try to do that. We'll put a poll as well. We'll just start a poll. Guys, is your buddy safe? Yeah, our buddy, thankfully so far he's good. Everybody's tense. It's hard. It's hard, but he's safe. He's good. I mean, the people that are there right now, they're used to this. This is not new to them. I'm just going to step aside, guys, for 1 minute. I got to get something to eat and drink, and we appreciate you guys. Again, if you want to support us specifically or personally and the stream, you can do that through the super stickers? Super chat and super stickers. We really appreciate it. And 2 more likes until 170. Maybe before I leave, I see you guys give me that 2 likes, so I'm happy at 170.
Yeah, so hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button.
If you don't hit the like button until we get 175, I'm not going to eat. I will only eat until we hit 175. You guys do it. If you want me to eat, let's get to 175 likes. Again, guys, this is the live images again from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Right now it's 5:10. 5:10 already. 5 more of you gotta click the like button so I can eat and get something hot to drink because my voice is going away. I'm losing my voice, guys. I'm losing my voice. 3 more. 3 more. Ron says 200 likes. I will be okay right now with 4 more likes because if I wait until 200, I'm never gonna eat. Check 632. Only 3 more likes. 632, something happened? Let's take a look. 2 more likes. 175. I gotta go eat, guys. Alright, thanks. I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, guys. So again, for anybody that's coming in, time is running out. Said what happened? What's going on? Just got in. Lots is going on. So we just seen some attack rockets, or we're not really sure, but what looks like to be an attack by one of the others, one side on the bottom left camera, and then shortly after we did get somebody in there saying that there was major attacks, and actually he showed a video as well of a friend nearby. He said that was there, and it's been quite intense, and you guys can go watch the video. Sam Blue says, when will your merch become available for purchase? As of now, we don't have merch, but if you want, maybe it's coming. But you guys can click the super chat button, that would be good. Or you want to join and become a member, it's equivalent. But guys, it is intense right now in Kyiv, specifically. Again, some major shelling and some major attacks, literally visible on the bottom left camera. we were able to see them, and up until now, there's still lots and lots of attacks. We're constantly seeing what seems to be either rocket fire or anti-aircraft missiles. I don't think they're anti-aircraft because we didn't hear sirens as of now. But there has literally been targeted attacks like crazy that were very visible, and then right after that, there was, you know, a video that we were sent from one of our viewers in the Discord. He said a friend sent him it on that same time, showing those attacks literally landing, and again, targeting buildings, residential areas. It is crazy. Possessed says, this is Ukraine and Russia. This is in Ukraine. This is actually the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. The intensity right now, this night, is crazy. Now, I also want to add that there's been reports of the convoy maybe starting to move a little bit, and people are just saying that it could possibly be because of that. Maybe the convoy is getting near, so, and that's why. FB owned by, I don't even know what that says, but this isn't much of a war, not even any juicy combat footage. There was, again, rocket fire that we've seen just minutes ago, guys, just minutes ago. There is, no, I didn't add a timestamp, but somebody mentioned it here, check 6:32, and you'll be able to see, again, rocket fire just minutes ago as it lands in Kiev and in parts of Ukraine. That says okay. Ark says, we saw a couple volleys of outgoing rockets leaving Kiev and a major incoming multi-blast attack in Kakhovka. Yeah, again, it was quite crazy. Sam Blue says, even I can tell you're butchering the pronunciation of Kiev. Kiev. I think that's what it says. Ark says, is it hitting both cities at once? Well, both sides are, most likely it is hitting, you know, major impacts again. We just seen, just minutes ago, you know, an attack that was, or I don't know if it was an outgoing or an incoming attack in the bottom left corner camera, where we seen multiple rockets either land or get shot out. And again, it was intense. This is no joke that we're in, and Kiev is only getting worse and worse as, you know, the intensity really increases. Guys, we're only one like away from 180 likes, so if one person could do the honor and get us to 180 likes, it would be much appreciated. And share this, of course, share this on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, to your family, friends, all of that. We'd be grateful for that as well. Ron says, this is not a movie. We're lucky to see anything in real time. Again, that is, I have to agree with that. Again, this is real life, right? You have real casualties. This is real devastation that's happening. Buildings falling. This is real life. This is not a movie, like Ron says. Spiritual Buzz is 20 more likes. Welcome to the new moderator, Spiritual. Congratulations. And yeah, hit that like button, everybody. So we do have the guy that was, you know, showing us, getting us these footages as well. He's in Kiev, guys. And what he has says is, as of now, of course, the curfew's in place. So you're not allowed to leave after 5 and until 8 a.m. The curfew, of course, will begin open. And we'll allow people to leave in about 2.5 hours or so at 8 a.m. Now, he did say that, again, if you get caught, you get captured by the Ukrainian military if, of course, you leave or go out during those curfew times. But he did say he'll try to sneak out tomorrow night to maybe get us some footage. Again, this is a guy that is in Kiev. He came from the stream, and he's mentioned multiple times that, you know, they were under attack. He was also able to send us a video showing us the attacks as it happened, and he did show us that right when we seen those targeted attacks in the bottom left camera, those notifications that he received on his phones that really were able to show that yes, this is, you know, ongoing attacks, and they do send everybody in the area a notification. Clint says, is this still going on? Yeah, as of now, it's been intense to a critical severity level, honestly, guys. We've seen multiple rocket attacks go in and come in Kiev. We've seen a crazy video just minutes ago talking about how really it is, you know, targeted as of now. So multiple rockets landing on Ukraine, and it's just getting more and more intense as it keeps on going. FBO says, well, if you want to see civilian targets, look at what Jontis done to eastern Ukraine for the last 8 years. Efren says, I hit the like button. Thank you so much, Efren. I truly love that you hit the like button. Time is running out. 2022 says, puff puff, pass. Geek Squad. Ark says the incoming impact is not in Kiev, it's in Nikolaev in southern Ukraine. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ukraine is being heavily hit as of now, majority of it. But we did see at the bottom left corner, we're not sure as of now whether it's incoming attacks as if Kiev was targeted or, you know, the Ukrainian army was shooting, you know, rockets or anti-aircraft missiles or something of that sort on the outside. But there definitely was some rocket action in that area multiple times. We did see it. And I'll really try to hopefully timestamp it if it happens again. MMJW says, Sting saying, I hope the Russians love their children too. Tobacco Rowie says, time is running out, 2023. Sam Blue says, like with the like hand. Rich S says, hit the like button as well. Thank you guys so much again, guys. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. We're like, just 6 likes away from 190 likes. We're getting so close. It's amazing how we're about to hit that 190 like milestone. But yeah, share this. Let everybody know what's going on. Hit the like button. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, because honestly, looking at my cup right now, it is quite empty. You guys can click the super chat. Ark says, yeah, Kiev launched at something. Yeah, it did seem like that, and it was repetitive. So it was multiple times where it was launched. I'm trying to pay close attention here, actually, as we see it, because it's been quite intense for the last little bit as well. Multiple rocket launches. We've seen at the beginning it was individual rocket launches, but then it really came out, it was bursts, really, where you'd see, you know, dozens of these rockets launch or hit. Noodle Stew says, hi there, Spiritual Force. Time is running out. Ark says 24 minutes, minus 24 minutes, and you'll see the outgoing volleys. Yeah, and then for anybody that doesn't understand what Ark's talking about, in his reference of volleys, he means the rocket barrage, really, that either was shot out. It looks more like it was, you know, shot out towards outside of Kiev, but this is in Kiev. It looks like it was shot from Kiev on the outside. Maybe they're trying to get Russian forces on the outside that are, you know, that are attacking on the outskirts. But it definitely looks like there were some rocket barrages that were hit. GQ says question mark. Again, guys, only 5 likes away from 190 likes. Very close. But again, we are streaming to you guys live with multiple cameras showing you guys the intensity of what's going on. This is, you know, been just absolutely crazy what is going on as of now. We were able to see multiple shelling, like more of like a blitz or a barrage of shelling, a barrage of rockets that were either hitting Kiev or coming through Kiev. And we did just see, maybe just minutes ago, multiple attacks on different Ukrainian cities. Craig says, camera 4 looks like power outage. Let's check actually. Let's actually quickly check that. It's possible, guys, because what we did find out is that multiple Ukrainian cities were actually cut completely by power. Like, their power was completely cut after the Russians took over a lot of these electricity facilities. And once again, they used that as a tactic for besieging the city. So as of now, but again, this is part of Kiev, and again, a lot of Kiev is and has been really, you know, blocked off from, you know, a lot of electrical. Now there is portions of Kiev that do have light, but a portion of it doesn't as well. That is currently in a blackout. But again, there's something weird. I don't know. There's the top right, the top left corner. There's a shining light. I don't know if you guys can see that. I wonder from where it's coming from. Just kind of comes and appears, and then leaves. So it is again possible that camera 4 does have, you know, a light outage. And as the morning kind of starts to rise, and we'll start to see the light very soon. And again, if you guys can see the top right, you can begin to kind of a little bit here see. But as things, you know, the morning starts to rise, we'll see again a lot clearer, really what's going on, what's happening, and again, the real impact of that. We'll be able to see some of the smoke as well, so that will kind of show us the real destruction that happened. So we are waiting for this morning to really come up to get a better view because a lot of these areas don't have any light. And again, our cameras are lagging a bit here, but this has been kind of a repetitive tactic where, you know, everybody's cameras tend to be having this same issue where it kind of, you know, lags, and some people have said that this could be cyber as maybe Russian troops try and go in. But let's see if we can try and fix this camera up here. But again, it's been extremely intense as the Russians really try and target different parts of Ukraine and Kiev. Lissar says, you got my like and subscribe because you explain everything. Appreciate that, man. No problem. I appreciate being helpful to you guys. Really helpful. Yeah, okay, perfect. Our cameras are now back, but they do tend to have some type of weird glitchy aspect. And it's been not just for us, it's been basically for anybody that's using cameras in Ukraine. You know, again, something sounds suspicious. Avenue in Kiev. Time isn't running out. It says, looks like shower bombing will be happening in the near future. Russian forces are softening up the city before fully invading Kiev. Again, that wouldn't be a shock, especially since, you know, over half of the population of Kiev has now left. I don't know if anything's going on in the bottom left here, but I just feel like something. Is there anything going on here? Maybe not. But again, as the morning really starts to come back up, Ron says, you guys really need to turn your mic up. Really? Can you guys not hear it that well? Maybe, is this better? But as the morning starts to come up, you can really tell the light starting to show, especially in the top right corner. You're really able to see now the sun. And again, this has, both the bottom left, this night, bottom left has been a real hot spot for a lot of these targeted attacks. But another barrage? Is that another barrage? Is that another barrage? Spiritual says, Mike was fine? Question mark. What? Oh, I thought I seen something there. I just want to make sure. Maybe not. Heather says, good night. I'll be sure to watch again. Thank you so much, Heather, for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Just hit the like button and you're fine to leave as much as you want. Rich S says, there's been bombing runs. They've been bombing runs 6 a.m. local time since the invasion started. Yeah, and this is something that we've really been paying attention to. This is kind of the thing that we've caught on to since streaming every single day, pretty much. And basically broadcasting to you guys as freelance broadcasters. Every single, you know, time from around 4 to 6 is really when a lot of these targets, you know, in these attacks happen. So we're going to pay close attention now as we start and head closer into the 6 a.m. mark. Ron says, no, it's lower than usual. Okay. So maybe this is a bit better. Let me know if this is better still. But there's been every single time from that time range, it's really intensified. And the closer you get to 6, it kind of intensifies. And then we've noticed that it kind of slightly shifts basically downwards from there. So there's less attacks after you kind of pass that 6 a.m. But again, sirens now blaring. This is what we're talking about.
Департамент з питань цивільного захисту Львівської обласної державної адміністрації. Громадяни, повітряна тривога. Підключіть світло, вогонь у печах. Візьміть засоби індивідуального захисту, документи, запас харчів та води. Попередьте сусідів та допоможіть хворим та людям похилого віку вийти на вулицю. Якнайшвидше дістаньте захисної споруди або заховайтеся на місцевості. Дотримуйтесь спокою та порядку. Уважно слухайте повідомлення Департаменту з питань цивільного захисту Львівської облдержадміністрації. Увага! Говорить департамент з питань цивільного захисту Львівської обласної
Guys, do you
державної
hear this? This, I
адміністрації.
think, that's in Ukrainian. This could be an invasion, basically. Again, I don't know how to translate, so someone translate what's going on. Someone translate what's going on. We need somebody to translate.
Індивідуального захисту, документи, запас харчів та води. Попередьте сусідів та допоможіть хворим та людям похилого віку вийти на вулицю. Якнайшвидше дістаньте.
Guys, does anybody know Ukrainian? This could mean, you know, the official, like, invasion news, and they're telling everybody to evacuate and things like that. This is no joke.
Департаменту з питань цивільного захисту Львівської облдержадміністрації. Увага! Говорить департамент з питань цивільного захисту Львівської обласної державної адміністрації. Громадяни, повітряна тривога. Підключіть світло, газ, погасіть вогонь у печах. Візьміть засоби індивідуального захисту, документи, запас харчів та води. Попередьте сусідів та допоможіть хворим та людям похилого віку вийти на вулицю. Якнайшвидше дістаньте захисної споруди.
Guys, this is crazy. I'm gonna try and find something to translate. And this is loud. This is loud. This is close to the capital. This is really close to where we are at. This is the central Kiev. Again, we're gonna try and find somebody to translate this, but guys, share this. We need everybody right now. Share this to everybody. Let them know what's going on in Kiev. This is intense. This is crazy. This could be the day that we're talking about where the real full-scale invasion happens. Aerodynamics says this is for real. Ron says maybe your Kiev friend can translate. Trying to see if I can reach out. This is crazy. Craig says, never heard that siren go off. This is, guys, this is in Kiev right now in the center. We need everybody to, you know, share this, let everybody know. This is crazy what's going on. We're about to go ahead and broadcast to you guys live as things really intensify right now in Kiev. This is no joke. This could be the beginning to the big invasion. This could be the beginning to the big invasion. I'm reaffirming that right now.
Говорить департамент з питань цивільного захисту Львівської обласної державної адміністрації. Громадяни, повітряна тривога.
This is crazy. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Guys, hit the like button. Let's get everybody here so that this can boost up so that everybody can see what's going on. Guys, everybody hit the like button. Share this. Again, this is the most intense day as of now. Look at this. Look at the car. Look at the cars. Look, the car just parked up in the top left. Guys, this thing is coming after major barrages leave from Kiev and target Kiev. Major attacks by Ukrainian forces. We've seen this before any of this happened. We've seen it. We've shown you guys what happened. This could be the day the invasion happens. This could be the serious attack that Russia's been waiting to launch, and now it's happening, and now you guys are seeing it live. This is serious. And again, there's been now reports and videos of entire buildings destroyed, just completely demolished. This is crazy. This is... Trying to see if I can get... Cruise missiles and bombers, Robert says, cruise missiles and bombers inbound, showing up on radar? I don't know, let me have a quick look. Ron says something about we hope for the best on Twitter. Herb, who is speaking? Do we know? This feels like, you know, when they come up and they say we're getting invaded, everybody. Again, this is pure speculation. I don't know how to translate, but what comes to mind is something of this sort only happened. Again, they're saying something about civilians. This is the invasion, man. This is the invasion. And again, maybe this is the Russians that have now gained control of this, and they're telling everybody leave now before we bombard. Maybe the systems have been hacked. I'm trying to see. Again, the sirens are still there though, and they're loud. The sirens have stopped. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Top left is they just smoking. Trying to find more. What is going on? This is crazy. We've seen bombardments. We've seen, rockets, anti-aircraft missiles. Now what do we see? Now we see sirens. And then what do we see on top of that? People saying, leave Kiev. Somebody went on the siren and said, leave Kiev. He also said something about civilians. Lair Williams says he also said something about civilians will be attacked. Rich says, I feel like that was a Russian broadcast. Nicholas says, top left, they just smoking. Bella Luna says, hello. This is serious. This is how you know really the battle for Kiev is about to begin. Rockets just raining on Kiev as of now. Rockets coming out of Kiev as of now. Barrages, blitzes, tons, bursts. Now we see air raid sirens. And these air raids come on with a guy that's saying, leave Kiev. Something about civilians will be attacked. I don't know, Russian or Ukrainian, so I won't be able to speak on the exact translations. But something intense is going on. Something is on the bursts of basically exploding and causing a major war in Kiev. Again, we'll try and locate somebody to translate that. But this is intense. Perp says it sounded like Russian. Nicholas says, someone said the dude who posted the video said it wasn't in Kiev. Yeah, that specific video wasn't in Kiev, but we seen live on the camera on the bottom left. We seen it live. So there was crazy attacks. Guys, we are only like 8 likes away from 200 likes. We need 8 people out of all you guys to hit the like button. And everybody share this. Let everybody know what's going on. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, because we're going to be staying live for 48 hours and basically forever. Even if I have half an eye open, I'm going to be streaming. Because these 48 hours are the most important 48 hours anybody's going to, see in their life. This is critical. So if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, the super chat or super sticker is an option. But this is crazy, guys. Hit the like button. We're only a few likes away from 200. Ark says the incoming impacts not Kiev, but the ongoing rocket volleys were exactly. So we've seen those, the ongoing rockets, those bursts live in Kiev on the bottom left camera. And now we see sirens with, people, audio talking about, leave Kiev. Civilians will be attacked. These are the only things we really could get. Because a lot of it was Russian and Ukrainian. Arctis Kiev launched at something, yeah. Damn. This is crazy. I'm trying to find what they were saying, but it's intense.
Alright guys, live images from the capital of Ukraine. Pretty intense night tonight. It's really crazy. It's seeming like the offensive is on its way. Honestly, I don't think we've ever gotten to the point where now we think that it has started. Now, I'm not going to claim I'm an expert. I'm not sure, but the amount of airstrikes that we're seeing on the outskirts, it's not funny. Like, this is a real push by the military of the Russian military. Now, we'll see if they prove me wrong, but really we've never seen a push this hard. That I can attest to from what I've seen over the last couple of days from this stream. I've never seen this many airstrikes, never seen as big of a push on the capital. It's a really, really tough situation. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, go ahead and click that like button. Let's get at least 210. So yeah, really, really tough situation in the capital. The amount of air strikes right now, it seems like artillery too. So you're talking about a lot of tanks advancing. It sounds like, right? Like those bombs that we seen a little while ago. That's like, it looks more like artillery fire than it does look in terms of air raids. But tough situation on the ground. A lot of media outlets right now starting to report that they're of the heavy fighting on the outskirts. What did we just see?
Oh, that was I think a car. But
No.
and just earlier, as you guys, everybody in the stream that was here heard, mentioning a few words that we could really, understand. Things like, this is the last chance to leave, and
Yes.
civilians will be under attack. And there was
So these are the Russian forces. It looks like making some threats on Ukrainian media. So the airstrikes are serious. They are approaching the capital, and we're not just talking about the outskirts right now. We're talking about some serious firepower heading towards closer to the center of the city. So we will see what happens over the next little while, but it's a rough stance, and it does look like there is some advancements. Rich, so we'll just read some of the comments here, guys. For 4 more likes and we get to 210. We really need your support. We're gonna stream for you guys for as long as need be, but we need you to help us out by clicking that like button. It really helps with the stream and the YouTube algorithm.
Rich says, I don't know if it's the camera, but Cam 2 looks like it shows a smoky sky.
There is a bit of a smoke. The problem is at night, it's hard to tell. But I can tell you that when we seen those strikes a little while ago, I showed you a video from somebody that videotaped on their phone that we had on the stream. There was a lot of smoke that we couldn't see in here because it was night. But on the front line, you can see them. And the nice thing is, in the next half hour or so, probably, the morning lights are going to come out. And they can kind of you can kind of see a thin line there of morning lights come up. So in the next little while, we will find out exactly where the airstrikes were and the real damage caused by these airstrikes. So we're going to find out a lot more in the next little while. With that said, just stay tuned. We're going to try to stream for as long as need be. I mean, I can stream for 40 hours if need be. I just need you guys to support me, to share the stream with your friends and family on Twitter, Facebooks, WhatsApps, whatever you want to share. Just share it so we can get as many people aware of what's happening. I'm going to keep going for you guys throughout this morning. I do think tonight we're approaching these final hours of the capital. With that said, 211 likes. Thanks so much, guys. Only 4 likes until we get to 250. So keep pushing on that like button. Keep sharing. Keep retweeting for the Twitter. And we'll keep you posted.
Chris Ray says, let's pray for the Ukrainian military and people. Take them down or no attack happens. Spiritual Fuzz says, yep, Sky News are saying Kiev are bracing for an onslaught. Yeah, again, we've heard it. Anybody that's here heard it. Oh my god, for a second I thought that was a rocket. What the heck? But all throughout the night, we've seen rocket barrages, military missiles leaving Kiev, military missiles hitting Ukraine, smoky skies. It's been just a disaster for Kiev as of now. And for all of Ukraine with the heavy impacts they've been taking. And just a short while ago, we heard air raid sirens with, reporters coming on saying this is the last chance to leave Kiev. Leave Kiev. Kiev will be hit. And it was in an intense manner. It was serious. And he was really affirming the position of this is the last time. Again, a lot of it we weren't able to catch because it wasn't Ukrainian. But what we really got is civilians leave because there will be a real big attack. Green Wave says this will be a very interesting Ukrainian morning. Definitely will be interesting. And again, these next 48 hours are definitely huge and crucial, extremely crucial to what's going to be happening, especially since these, broadcasts have been appearing and these, again, attacks, as well as, incoming and outgoing attacks. Lakar says, I heard one day on the news that the sirens is like a 15-minute warning to get to the bomb shelter. Could be, for sure it is. A lot of these sirens are used to inform people of, running and leaving to the shelters and to the bomb shelters as well as bunkers. Chris Ray says, bruh, no mods being ate tonight in Russia. No McDonald's, not mods. No McDonald's being ate today in Russia. Yeah, I think the only thing that they have left is Burger King as of now. But you want to buy me a burger? Super chat. But again, guys, it has been crazy in the capital of Kiev. Again, like Spiritual said, there's been a lot of reports, especially on multiple different news stations, saying that today is the day. Today is the day where, you know, Ukraine is going to prepare for a huge battle, especially since we've seen those rockets hit in Kiev or hit in Ukraine, and rockets going ahead and launching from Kiev. Then we hear those sirens in Kiev where they state, leave. You know, this is in... Norman says, anything happened? Lots of things happened. We've seen rocket launches land in Ukraine, like crazy bombardments, targeting all different types of areas. We've seen Kiev really shoot up multiple rockets. We've seen air sirens, and on top of those air sirens, you know, a speaker coming on and saying, from these sirens, again, broadcasting, there were sirens, and he was saying, you know, leave Kiev, civilians will be attacked, a bunch of things. Again, I don't know exactly how. I don't exactly know the translation for it, but Ron actually has some of the translation. It says, attention, an air alert has been declared in Kiev. We ask everyone urgently to follow civilian defense shelters. This is some of the translation. Now, this translation was intense. I mean, this circumstance that we were hearing was intense. The guy was really, you know, emphasizing that everybody has to leave and that civilians will be in danger. So they must leave to those shelters. Alice says, if bombers are used, they will flatten Kiev. Chuck says, no Big Mac for Putin. Chris Ray says, there hasn't been big attacks on Kiev. Russia struggles to move. No military guidance. Russia would struggle over some of the Western countries in a war. Spiritual Faces, Nicholas, nothing like we have seen. Definitely this has been nothing like we have seen. I have been streaming this every single day, pretty much. And not a single day that I see it with this intensity and with this broadcast, you know, where the guys really, and specifically on Kiev, right? Like, we've seen, you know, attacks on Kharkiv and Metropole and Odessa, where they've been really taking huge hits. And they've had these types of sirens. And they've, again, tried to launch some attacks. But not with this intensity. Not with this intensity. We have not seen, you know, Kiev really shoot out that many rockets in a short period of time, except today. We have not seen, you know, these broadcasters come out and really say, listen, everybody run to the shelters in Kiev, except today. So it definitely shows, again, an intense escalation in Kiev and in Ukraine. Ron says it was not Russian. Yeah, it was probably a Ukrainian person. Ukrainian defense. Bella Luna says, I just hope they don't nuke. I don't think, again, it's not likely that they will nuke, but always, you know, put that in consideration because, you know, you never know what the Russians are going to do. Rick says, Russian soldiers have, that's all it says. Boss Boyd says, hope it doesn't escalate. Again, we all hope it doesn't escalate. And again, the sun is finally rising as, you know, we hit that 6 a.m. mark. And again, what have we spoken about? The coincidence where, I don't think it's a coincidence, but every single time between that 4 to 6 a.m. mark is really when the intense battles occur. And really, you know, we start to see these huge attacks. And you guys can hear the birds in the background, right? Or is it just me? Boss Boyd says, BBC says Russian convoys moving and is 3 kilometers from the center. That is crazy. 3 kilometers from the center. That is, oh my God. And again, that could really mean, you know, and that could really get us to understand why a lot of these barrages and attacks and those air sirens and even the attacks from the center of Kiev was put up, because maybe the convoy is nearing, and as they near, Russian Air Force is really going to try and push in and try and really pull in as much of their air attacks as possible. Spiritual says, no nukes. Don't think Putin wants to end humanity. Yeah, I don't think so either. Again, that scared me. What the heck? Yeah, I don't think so either. But again, you never know. And that's why the world really doesn't want to get involved as of now. They don't want to put Putin in a corner, and Putin does that type of stuff where he might feel pressured to have to do something. Is that a car? That is a car. Bella says, we got a mod, that's good. Chris Ray says, hoping Ukraine air defense are on full availability, and they've been holding out also. Hope the West sent more jets. Fortunately, they're only trained on MiGs. Boy, if Ukrainians had F-35 stealth flight. Chris says, oh my god, a white car! Oh my god! Possessed says, okay. So, in terms of, the defense and the weaponry coming from Europe, we did get a report actually from Putin when he was talking about it. He said a lot of the weapons that were supposedly going to come to the Ukrainians were taken by Russians, and now they have a bunch of these jets and a bunch of these weaponry, and he said that they're going to give them to I think it was the rebels that were holding in those the two areas that he claimed as independent. So again, a lot of these weaponries have actually sadly went into the opposition that they, the hands of the people that they didn't want to give them. Really. Alright guys, now we are only 5 likes away from 220 likes. If only 5 people could click that like button, it would be amazing. And share this to your friends and family, guys. Let them know what's going on. And if you want to top everything up and support us personally by buying us a cup of coffee or a dinner or a meal, that super chat, super sticker button is always an option. Robert says, Putin would use Ukraine to test hypersonic weapons before using nukes. Boss Boyd says they may have intercepted an incoming airborne projectile, if not aircraft. Ukraine has received lots of anti-aircraft defense equipment in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I do agree that there's been definitely some of the weaponry. Now the big question is, how much of the weaponry arrived in Kiev specifically? Yes, we understand that a lot of weaponry was sent, but how much arrived in Kiev is going to be the big question, because Kiev is really what's being targeted as of now. Boss Baby said, and so the ability to shoot these incoming threats down before they land. Nicholas says, holy shit, all of the weapons went to Russia. That's crazy. Yeah, again, not all of them, but a chunk of them did go to Russia. Chris says, if Putin had them, he'd use them. You can't believe a word Putin says. Belluna says, I'm glad that the Ukrainians are defending themselves some way now. Ron says, I do not see anyone today on the roof of the Oasis today. Strange. I've never really paid attention if there were people on the roof, actually. Maybe there was. Aerodynamics says, what the hell are those people doing? Nicholas says, holy bird, did you guys see that? No, I didn't see the bird, sadly. Boss Boyd says, Sirens is also 4-minute warning as the range of radar technology over observable land. Chris says, weapons didn't go to Russia. Russia, well, I'm talking about a statement Putin has made clear, and you guys can check this basically everywhere it's been released. He has said that they have gotten some of the weapons. He didn't even say some. He said they got weapons. They got weapons from Western countries that were supposed to go to the Ukrainians, and that they took a big chunk of them. He's made that clear, and that he also stated that he's most likely going to give them to the areas that he claimed as independent. Nicholas says, oh, you made it sound like they got them all. They got a chunk, guys. They got a good chunk. I'm going to make that clear. And this is based on Putin's words himself. They've got a chunk of them. Aerodynamics, military's traditional strike at dawn with the sun to their backs. So if Russia is going to strike, it will be in about 10 minutes. Yeah, and this is kind of something that we've really paid attention to. A lot of the strikes and a lot of the attacks happen from 4 to 6 a.m., somewhere around that time. And this has been a kind of a repetitive thing that has been happening for the last bit and while. But guys, we're only 5 likes away from 220 likes. If everybody in the stream went ahead and tried to check if they clicked the like button, and if you didn't click it right now, because it is essential. Click that like button, 5 more people, and we'll get 220 likes. So do that if you can as well. And share this, of course, to let everybody know and to let everybody else click that like button. But again, guys, today was an absolutely intense day, and as the morning starts to rise in Kiev, we'll really be able to actually assess and see the damage that has been caused by the smoke and by, a lot of the, if anything was targeted, we'll be able to get a better visible view of it. But you guys can see right now, and we do have a camera right now at the bottom right, and that's going to show you guys the sky of Kiev as well. So you can see a lot of the buildings in the skies, and we'll be able to, again, assess those areas as the really morning light comes up. Now, it is possible that since we do have attacks normally that Alright guys, so Chris Williams says, and why would 16,000 troops be coming from the Middle East to help Russia if the military was so mighty and healthy? Can anyone answer that for me? So using what Putin said, and that's all I'm going to tell you right there, is Putin has said because, you know, Ukraine is accepting volunteers and people are coming out, you know, foreign people are coming to battle for Ukraine, then it's only fair that they do the same. And so they're planning to get those. Again, they've said that they have the option if they wanted to. That's all. Spiritual says, indeed, Chris says. Putin, is that an ambulance? I don't know if you guys can hear that. It sounds like an ambulance. It sounds like a lot of ambulances. Could it be that some place is targeted and these are going there? There is definitely. Could you guys hear that, or is it just me? Chris says, Putin also claims Ukraine's welcomed troops and rode on tanks in a parade thanking them, but it was snowing in the video, and the week of it wasn't showing snow in Ukraine. Aerodynamics says, I bet after the attack and that crazy warning, they're all plotting to either fight or leave. Camera upper left. Actually, maybe. Oh, net tasting says alarm. Car alarm or war alarm? Car alarm or war alarm? There is an alarm though, actually. Could be, I just predicted sirens or alarm, which one? Boss Boy says, Putin certainly does have exactly the same Western weapons as we do. This may vary in the power, but I assure you if we have it, they have it. Spiritual says Russia has the most nuke in the world. Over 5k. Bella Luna says, are you guys Russian or Ukrainian? None of the above. Green Wave says it takes a lot of troops to occupy a big country like Ukraine. Ron says, car alarm. Spiritual says, I hear it. Alice says, car alarm. Possessed says, I don't know. Time is running out, says car alarm. Ron, car alarm. A lot of people saying car alarm. Aerodynamics Scottrum says, Russia has 7,800 warheads. Rick says, most of their nukes are broke down. Yeah, they have them. Russia has the most nukes in the world, actually. Guys, we're only 6 likes away from 230 likes, so if everybody could kind of pitch in, hit that like button, it would be amazing and greatly appreciated. And again, the morning is finally shining in Kyiv. And we have some more cars which sound like airplanes on the land. Chuck says, my money's on the Ukrainians staying and fighting. They fight like lions, protecting their cubs. Aerodynamics Scottrum says, I don't know how I perfectly managed to hit the O rather than the 0, but it worked out, lol. Yeah, I don't know how either, but it worked out. Yeah, it did work out. It did work out. I understood you. JD, how you doing, man? Greetings, everyone, he says. New subscriber, how's morale? JD says, how's morale? How's morale, everybody? Let's hear what you guys have to say about that. Spiritual says 1,500 plus broke down. Chris says Russia pulling in other fighters in a show of how weak their military really is. Craig says I can't even catch up, guys. There's so many comments. The beautiful thing is that a super chat shows up and it buys me a coffee as well. But this is so hard to catch up. Okay. Chris says Russians pulling in other fighters. I read that one. Craig says there is someone on the top of the oasis. Is there actually? Oh, maybe there is. Actually, I think I see somebody. I think so. Bella says, Chuck, I agree they were brave to stay. Lakar says, I thought Russia started with 180,000 troops and for the record, 180,000. And for the record, I listen to Putin for an idea what he's saying or doing, but I don't believe a word he says. Spiritual says, hey, they're on the roof now. Yeah, there is actually. I see a few. Alice says, over 30 million Russians lost in World War II, not forget. JD says, Claire, one reason would be to have someone on the Russians suffer from casualties. Evan says, over 9,000! And he made that emphasized with a billion exclamation marks. Spiritual says, and look, what they're doing now. Ron says, they're finally on the roof of the oasis. Yeah, I don't know if anybody can tell, but you can see them. Bella says, what camera is the people on? The oasis, I think, is the bottom left. And that's also where the sound is, and that's also where we've seen a lot of these barrage of air rockets or anti-aircraft. We weren't exactly sure which ones they were. Dennis says, what happened after the sirens? Did I miss something? Yes, somebody did come on. There was somebody, part of the sirens were somebody coming on, warning people to leave Kiev. I don't know, leave Kiev, but he wanted people to get to a safe place. Again, it was in Ukrainian, so we're not sure, but there was somebody that was able to actually, explain some of what happened. He went in and he was able to translate. If I can pull it up, I'll try. Yeah, okay, here it is. So the siren said, and this is a very little bit of it, but it said, attention, an air alert has been declared in Kiev. We ask everyone to urgently follow civilian defense shelters. This is some of the translation. Again, there's a lot. But it was intense, guys. First time we've ever seen something like that. There were multiple barrages all over the place in Ukraine. And again, we did see a barrage in Kiev. Balls Boy says, I'm British and we should still be in European Union, but neo-Nazi conservatives rigged the referendum in our country and it is corrupt. Our country is falling apart. JD says, and I like too for what it is worth. Thank you so much, JD, man. Everybody, 2 people could pitch in. We would hit that 230 likes. It would be amazing. Aerodynamics says, I wouldn't doubt if the number of Russian missiles that are unserviceable is much higher than 1,500 or 1,500. Spiritual Fuzz says, Evan Reed, love the reference. Bella Luna says, I see them. You see the people on the oasis? Actually, if you guys can tell, it says the oasis at the bottom clearly. So, yeah, bottom left, just for anybody. Spiritual, oh my god, we can't see anything in Camp 4. So Camp 4 is more of like a sky view, really. Okay. JD says US is apparently sending man-pads to the Ukraine. Aerodynamics says Skadam, fog is perfect for a ground invasion when you have thermal. What is that? What is that noise? Interesting. Alice is another bird. I got to see these birds actually. One time we had a bird literally stand in the camera, block the view. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Rich says, air alert, wouldn't that imply there was a chem or bio attack? No, all that means is that a Russian plane is now deep into, Kiev airspace, or whichever the area's airspace is. And again, it was for long, so definitely something was there. Aerodynamics says, fog is perfect for a ground invasion. You have thermal. Chuck says, remember too that the Russians set back and let Poland get annihilated by the Nazis before they went in. Robert says, what is the most likes you've ever received? I can't even remember. A lot of likes, trust me. Evan says, Evan Reed says, the Russians have been more comfortable with high casualties than the West. Don't be surprised to see the Russians dead, piled up, and used as sandbags. Evan says, this stream might become rated R. Again, guys, as things intensify in Kiev, we have multiple cameras visually located in that area to show you guys what's going on. All that we ask is one person, or a lot of people, everybody can hit the like button. We're one like away, guys, from crazy 230 likes. That is amazing. So if, like, everybody could pitch in, try and hit that like button, we'd reach 230 likes, and of course that would be amazing and fantastic. And if you guys could also pitch in and share this on your friends and family, and on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, anything, guys, let's get people to know exactly what's going on. Let's get people really, seeing what's going on live in Kiev. Time is running out, 20:32. Any news reports? So as of now, there's been reports that the convoy is really close. I think, well, I read somebody in the chat said 3 kilometers or something like that, so extremely short distance. There's a lot of cars right now in the streets. Again, it's hard because a lot of these news stations haven't reported anything yet, so I don't like to say confirmed without seeing really some 100% without 100% confirming what's going on. But as of now, there's been crazy attacks all over Ukraine, lots of barrages on both, even Kiev as well. We've seen major sirens blaring through Kiev, which, some of the words that were listed were get to safety, listen to the defense minister, listen to the defense information, go to these bomb shelters, because of how intense things have gotten. And that also brings us to say that, really things are getting intense in Ukraine and in Kiev specifically. Spiritual floods is not even rateable. Boss Boy says the world sat back and watched Poland get invaded by Germany. To be fair, it wasn't just Russia. Alice says kind of like now, kind of like no now. Yeah, he said that. Chuck says Green Wave, you got that right. A horror. Then he says, come on, cars, get out of the way. I know, right? I know, right? They're really annoying, honestly. They make me feel like it's like a fighter jet, and I gotta get a bit of a panic attack. And it's like, dang, it's just another car, man. Why have to scare me like that? But guys, we are like 5 likes away from 235 likes. Just imagine, 235 likes. Crazy. Everybody pitch in hitting that like button. But again, guys, we're going to have a quick look at some of the sources here just to see exactly what's going on. Somebody said bird. Can somebody count how many people are on the Oasis? Somebody count them. Somebody count them. Spiritual says World War II all over again. Man, I need to get myself a cup of coffee. ASAP. I definitely need to get some coffee. Guys, this is breaking news. The Metropole mayor has been taken by Russian troops. Guys, this is huge. There's just been a breaking news report that Metropole has taken, a group of armed men have taken Metropole outside of a government building a short time later. That is crazy. Guys, this is breaking news. The Metropole mayor, after a siege of days, has now been taken by Russian troops. Well, as of now, they say it's an armed group. A short time later, the Russian-backed Luhansk regional prosecutors claim Fedoruk had committed the offenses. Again, so they're saying that the Fedorov was that. That's crazy. Yeah, he was taken hours ago, but officially there was a statement by President Zelensky that came out minutes ago. Yeah, that's right. So I just thought I might as well repeat for anybody that didn't know. JD says, hi, Nicola. Nicholas. Or Nicola, yeah. Nicola Hodges says, good morning. Glory to Ukraine. Welcome, Nicola. Appreciate you tuning in. Greatly appreciated. By the way, guys, if you guys could hit that like button, subscribe, and share this, of course, to your friends and family. Let them really know what's going on in Ukraine. Guys, look at the sun. Look at the pink clouds. I think that's what it is, pink clouds. Rich S says, look at the bittersweet sunrise on Cam 2. Look at that. Look at that sunrise. Nicholas says, good morning, News Geek. Good morning. I need to get my coffee refilled. I'm starting to be tired a bit, so I need to get some more coffee. Nicholas says it looks beautiful. Yeah, it does. Look at the top right, the pink sky. Look at that, guys. In about an hour and 50 minutes, you'll see the curfew officially open up, and people will be allowed to now leave their homes. The curfew does take place every single time from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. And that is exactly when people are not allowed to leave. Now, from 8 a.m. all the way till 5, people are allowed to leave. So you're definitely going to see a lot more people in the streets as the time goes on, and as we go ahead and actually hit that 8 a.m. mark. Spiritual Fuzz says, pink skies usually mean a good day, but definitely not this case. Alice says, you sound like a New Yorker. Definitely not a New Yorker. Ron says, they're on the roof of the Oasis every day. That's normal. Yeah, I know that's normal. I'm just saying count them. Just curious. Oh, it's like a fun game. Count. How many people are on the Oasis? How many people do you visibly see? That's it. That has nothing to do with anything. That's funny. That's hilarious for a second. Everybody's like, oh, he just said count how many people are on the Oasis. That must mean something. Ivan says, enjoyed this calm day after a night of bombardment. Yeah, man, again, it's intense. And this is the scary part, is that, you know, maybe this means that, again, especially if the sirens are really, oh, another bird right there. But the sirens are really the game changer here. The sirens were put out to warn people to go to shelters. What this means to me is that things are intensifying and that maybe in the morning we might see some more attacks. So that is why really on the lookout as of now. And that's why I need a lot of coffees and energy drinks. Definitely need some coffee and energy drinks. Click the super chat, guys. I need somebody to sponsor these energy drinks that I keep on drinking and the coffees. I'm tired as heck. But I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm going to grind this. Boss Boy says, whoa, the sunrise is stunning. It definitely is. Extremely stunning, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pink skies. Look at that. Look at that pink skies, both in the top right and in the bottom right. Crazy. Chris says, need camera of, I believe, eastern side of Kyiv because no troops will get the middle of the capital in one day. Actually, somebody in the chat said that the Russian troops were only like 3 kilometers away from, or the Russian convoy, 3 kilometers away from the center of the city. Spiritual says, I'm off to bed, bro. It's very late for me. Have a good stream. Greenwave says, see you soon. Take care, man. Thank you so much, Spiritual. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, man. And congratulations on your moderator. Well deserved. But have a good night, man. Take care. Ron. Yep, I read that. Chuck says, what a shot. You would hardly guess that a terrible war is happening before our eyes. You would never I agree that for sure. Look at the skies, man. Beautiful. And then you have a war. Sad. Chris says, every person in this world should salute Ukraine for fighting for freedom. They could have cowered their way out and turned their country over to Russia. JD says, rest well, Spiritual Fuzz. Alice says, I gave you $1 yesterday. Appreciate the $1. Up until now, I still remember the $1. I appreciate it, Alice. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the buck. Spiritual says, I have a very busy day tomorrow. See you soon, Geek, man. No problem. See you soon as well. Thanks. No problem. No problem, Spiritual. My pleasure. No problem. Kellen says, why did all this war have to happen? So many innocent people have lost their lives. I agree with that. See, this is the sad part, is that, you know, the people that really take the biggest hit are the civilians from both sides. Both people are going to take major hits. The Russians are hit by sanctions, which means food and everything is going to get expensive, and some people may not afford it. And then in Ukraine, you have, you know, the civilians there that have nothing to do with it that are getting bombarded practically and are in the middle of this battle. Craig says it's 6 a.m. there. It's 11 p.m. here in USA. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Craig. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Just make sure you hit that like button, guys, before anybody leaves. Hit that like button, please. Only like 3 likes away from 240 likes, so hit the like button. And make sure if you're not subscribed, which you probably are already subscribed since you can text. But hit that subscribe button, notifications, and thank you so much. But have a good night, guys, for anybody that's in the USA. DDS says, hit Russian embassy all around the world with red paint. Hit their entry, share, just like they did in Copenhagen, Denmark. That's what DDS says. Alice Pooper, thank you so much for the $1, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. $2 now. Now, Alice, by the way, has donated a total of $2, man. I appreciate it like crazy. Thank you so much, man. Again, thank you so much, Alice. I greatly, you know, appreciate that. Thank you. Again, it may to you feel like it's a little, but it's the thought that really counts, and that's why really appreciate it. Can't thank you, you know, enough. Rod says, what time is it where you are? Quite late. Ooh, what is that? Another call. Kayla says 11 p.m. in Ontario, Canada. I'm gonna go to bed. All have a good night and stay safe. Good night, Kelly, man. Good night, Kelly Taylor, man. Thank you for tuning in. Good night, Kelly Taylor. Thank you for tuning in, man. Rick Bryan says 10:16 p.m. here in Oklahoma. Good night. James says I'm in Ontario also. Kelly, have a good night. Yeah, have a good night, Kelly. James, are you going to bed? I don't think so. But guys, hit the like. Oh, we are actually at 240 likes. That's crazy. Thank you, everybody. Possessed said car. Yeah, I know these cars, man. Bella says, guys, it's now $7 where I'm at. That's crazy. $7? Oh, James says, no, I'm not going to bed. James is here to stay. No way. Rich as $10, 10.17 here. No way. You're paying $10.17 a gallon. What? That's crazy. Ivan says, "Good morning, Ukraine. Good morning." Good morning, Ivan. Chuck says, "Both Ukrainians and Russian people are victims at Putin's war." Look, you guys can hear the birds, right? Look at the birds. Hear the birds? Rich S says no time. Okay, 10 seconds. Man, these birds are so loud. So loud. Imagine that's people and you just think they're birds, but they're like a billion people, you know, because we're so high up, we hear them. No, these are birds for sure. Ron says gas here is $1.90 a liter. Yo, what? Rick says those are screaming Russians. That is so loud. These birds are so loud. Bella says we gotta start walking instead of the car. I agree with that here. It's like almost $3 here. It's crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. I was like, maybe I should buy a bicycle. Right? Maybe a bicycle is the rest. I don't see any birds. Yeah, I don't see them either, but I can hear them, so they're loud. Possesses birds. Chris says 3 out of 4 Russians and openly supporting Putin and denying civilian hits and all the bombarding and air attacks. It says gas here in town in Lowy is about $3.99 a gallon. That's crazy. James says that's truly. That's fine. Bella Luna says I just saw some. They're leaving now. The church camera. Ooh, yeah, you know what? I should have. Yeah, I was looking at the bottom left one. On the bottom right. That's why I didn't pay attention. But yeah, bird camera. Top right, like Bella said, says JD says, has Russia cut itself on the internet yet? Off the internet? Well, they've again banned a lot of companies like they banned anybody that kind of posts something against is now labeled, you know, can really go to jail for it. So you're not allowed to post anything basically. It's number one. Number two is that they've strictly put a ban on like Facebook, any meta service. So meta service is Facebook service, and Facebook owns Instagram. So Instagram is banned. A lot of social media companies are banned basically. So they have started. I don't know how far it can go in terms of ban on social media. Lakar says, did something spook the birds? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, they say the birds leave in a time when birds and animals can sense harm. So they leave when they feel like harm is coming. So maybe that's why. JD says, here has Russia. Oh, I already asked it. I already said that. Bella says, there might be an old almond to leave for sure. Oh, the car says it's somebody spooked the birds. North America. Northern Alexa says $1.98 a liter in Montreal. That's crazy. That's crazy. Again, that's like, it's so much. The oil prices, the gas prices have risen like crazy. Chris says, here's a hint for cheaper gas. Cut the red tape on oil drilling and fracking in USA above the planet. Worse on planet, transporting oil from countries that could care less about the environment. Ivan says, maybe a missile's coming and the birds know this. Again, like they say, birds run from, you know, birds can sense harm. Ron says, our gas works out just over $7 a gallon. Ron, you're in Canada or in the US? How much is it by the liter you said for you? Robert says, flash on the bottom right. I actually didn't even... I missed it. Did anybody... Is that smoke that we're seeing? Is that smoke on the bottom right? One second. Let me just quickly look at that. Let me just quickly reverse look at that. You got a timestamp? By the way, guys, if anybody sees something, let me know the timestamp, and I'll go back and we'll have a look. Crew says, Canada, I converted it. How much is it in the liter for you? If it's $7 a gallon for you. How much is it by the liter, you say? Robert says, seen flash on the bottom left screen. You know, bottom left has been targeted like crazy. So that, understandable actually. We've seen rockets basically launch from that bottom left camera so much earlier in the night. Ron says 190. That's crazy. $7 a gallon. Oh my god, that is insane. That's crazy. Chris says elections have consequences. I should just not listen to the corrupt media in USA. No difference in Russian media in USA. Mr. Kellogg says it's still cheaper than beer and people are being killed. Your gas prices are your tax against special economic operations. Robert says, I mean bottom left, it reflected. Yeah, bottom left, that's been insane. That has been a target hotspot. Chuck says, we're about $4.50 a gallon for gas in Pennsylvania. Why is everything so expensive? Honestly. Why can't gas get cheaper? Why is gas never gets cheaper for some reason? It only goes up. It doesn't go down. Nicola Hodges says, Nicola Hodges says, God bless you, News Geek, man. Thank you so much, Nicola Hodges. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Boss says, 285 USD per liter, some parts of the UK. Totus says, oh, welcome, Totus. I've seen you before. A lot before, but welcome now. Who's going to be the Noble Glues hegemony? US is done for sure. Petrol dollar going bye-bye. Time is running out. 2032 says, good night, Geek Squad. Hope Russia takes Kyiv without killing a lot of innocent people. Bound to happen. Peace. Thank you so much. Time is running out. Good night to you as well. Geek Squad. We shouldn't say Geek Squad because maybe they'll sue us. I don't know if you know Geek Squad, they're actually a thingy. So maybe we should call it Geek Crew. There we go. I'm joking, obviously, but thank you guys so much, homies. That's what I'm gonna call it. Ron says, thanks to Biden. JD says, lower interest rates aren't going to help as food and energy costs increase. Nicholas says, everything is going up. Nicola says, everything is going up. Yeah, definitely everything is rising. From food to, gas to everything. Gas, basically, if gas goes up, everything goes up. Because anything that requires transportation now has to pay more. And that triggers, those transportation companies to ask for more money. And then how were the suppliers able to pay them? They pay them more money, but they charge the consumer, which is us. And we get screwed, basically, because we buy this stuff. Boss Void says, but the United States have some of the lowest gas prices in the world. But they fought in a gas station. Someone died over it in California. Ron says, gas prices bring everything up. Timestamp, 6/19/32. Okay, let me check that out real quick. Ooh, I just landed it. Ooh, there was a flash. There actually was a flash, but maybe it's the camera? There was a flash, though. I agree. There actually was a flash at that time. Ooh, there was a bright flash, actually. But it could be a camera, so I won't speak anything on that. Ron says, $250 to vote my tank, F-150. Oh my, that's $250? Don't even drive your car anymore at that point, honestly. Don't even drive. Don't even drive. Wages aren't, Boss Boyd says, wages aren't even going up, though. Are they? No, they're not. They're actually not going up. Maybe from minimum wage to $3. But it's not even close to, what it should be going up, especially with the prices nowadays. Alice says it was a camera. Yeah, I thought so too as well. Ark says that was a strange light bloom at 6/19/32. Yeah, I did see it actually. Robert says bottom left. Boss Boy says it's a classic system collapse. Basically, society's falling apart. Rick says everything is going up because Biden. Lyra says 4.29 Michigan. Robert says 2 before and after. Bella Luna says, yeah, trucks are expensive, yeah. I don't have a pickup truck, and I'm thankful for that, honestly. That is how thankful I am. I don't have a truck, because at least I don't have to pay that much. James says, if wages go up, so will the cost of everything else again. It's a circle, really, honestly, at that point. It's a circle. You raise wages, they spend more, causes inflation. You raise prices, they spend more, it causes inflation. So it's a circle. The more money, the more expensive things get, because now there's a higher demand than supply. Then those, again, increase into higher prices, which increase into higher wages, and it's a circle, and you get screwed. Greenwave says $250. That's almost how many likes we have. Smash that like button if you wish. Gas prices were going down. I agree. I have to, first time I agree. Have to agree with Greenwave. I have to. Just have to. I'm forced to agree with Greenwave. Hit that like button. Let's hit 250 likes. 6 likes away, guys. 6 people. That's all you gotta do. Hit the like button 6 times. 6 different people. Boom, we're done. Robert says it was just a single flash. That's why I don't think it was just the camera. Maybe it's not the camera. Again, I just don't want to confirm anything. That's why. Rich S says agreed. Alice says got into my sock money to fill my truck. Yeah, that's expensive. I don't know how you can afford that. Again, we are streaming live from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, as severe bombardments target all parts of Ukraine, Kiev. Again, we did see rocket launch earlier from Kiev. We've also seen plenty, and I definitely mean it. But we've seen plenty of air raid sirens. We've even heard somebody say, run, listen to the defense people, and make sure you go ahead and go to these bomb shelters. And that was in Kiev as the air sirens were going on, which symbolizes that, things are definitely getting intense. And this comes as well as somebody in the chat has mentioned that the convoy is only 3 kilometers away. And so that maybe that is prep for the convoy. Bella Luna says, sock money. Nicola says, I pressed the like button. Thank you so much, Nicola. James says, if there's no smoke, there's no boom. Mr. Cox says, you guys might lose a few luxuries, but the Russians are the ones losing half of the value on their properties and bank accounts. Half what it was 1 month ago. It's necessary. See, Mr. Cox, I just want to add something here. A lot of the economy and a lot of the supplies of the Russians are built by the Russians. And that was because years ago when USA enforced that sanction system, a lot of them sensed that more sanctions would come. So you have a lot of these companies start up, like clothing companies, food and all that. A lot of their supplies come from them. And that is why, as the only thing that isn't from them is their oil. And that's, a big chunk of their economy is funded by the oil. But other than that, really, to them, a lot of these sanctions don't matter. The only sanction that is going to hit them hard is the gas and oil. Which, again, if they have suppliers like, they say China and India and all those countries that I got to buy from them, if it was the same equivalent, then they really, at that point, the sanctions don't do anything. But that's, again, personal opinion. Again, everybody has a different look on it. James says, if there's no smoke, there's no boom. Robert says, I'm glad you understand economics. You would be surprised how many people don't understand. Higher minimum wage equals higher inflation. 100%. 100%. The more money, the more inflation. The more you have to pay. And then you raise the money. And the more inflation. It's a circle, man. It's a circle. James says, some just don't get it. Get that, Robert. Jerry says, convoy will come, and it will go. Bella Luna says, the sun looks beautiful with the church. Oh. The sun, look at the top right. The sun is insane, guys. The sun looks beautiful. Look at the sunrise. Ron says, Russia has the rare earth minerals in China. JD says, here's a thought. Rather than have minimum wage, why not have a maximum wage? No, you can't do that, though. Again, actually, a lot of people have said that. You don't even know how many people have said, have a maximum wage. But then, you start to okay, let me give you an example, okay? Let's say you tell somebody the maximum you're going to make a year is $60,000. Now, let's say they make that $60,000 in Green Wave says, JD, I think that's taxes. But let's say they make that $60,000 in 8 months. So now you have 4 months that they're working and they're not getting paid for. Do you think they're going to show up to work? What does that sound? They're not going to show up to work, really. Mr. Kellogg says, dude, that's what is happening. Russia's turning into Zimbabwe. They can't fly, they can't dock, they can't store stuff, they can't use Swift, they can't anything, which means everything devalues everything. Possess says, the sun is rising. It definitely is rising. You wouldn't want the sun falling. It looks better rising. JD says, Green Wave, really? James says, News Geek, you're burning green for sure. Green Wave, I'm burning. Nicola says, yes, the sun is rising. The sunrise is beautiful. Definitely is. Definitely beautiful. Sunrise, good. Ron says, UFO. JD says, sorry, I need glasses. I thought you wrote Texas. Oh, that was funny. JD, you thought Green Wave wrote, I think that's called Texas. Nicholas says, why don't Russia go home? Maybe they don't like home. Maybe they want to, befriend the Ukrainians. I'm joking around, of course. Just trying to lighten the mood here again. It's been quite intense, actually, in Ukraine. The Russians at this point, and again, all serious talk now, but the Russians at this point really want to take and replace the government. That's their goal. They don't want the Ukrainian government. They feel like the Ukrainian government isn't listening to their calls. They feel like Ukraine might be a threat to them, and so they decided to now invade it. Ron says, I hear shoveling. Bella says, exactly, Nicola. I agree. Possess says, I'll be right back. I'm going to change my profile picture. Damon says, doesn't like him. Laughing. Bella says, are you guys doing sound effects for the videos? Lol, joking. Of course not. Again, these cameras are situated in spots where you can hear. Again, a lot of these, how do you situate a camera? Has to be in a place that you can, take down the camera and put up in. So a lot of these cameras, yeah, I don't know. This sound is coming from Kiev. That's all I know. This sound is from Kiev. Definitely not us. Nicholas says, I know you are News Geek. God bless you. Thank you so much, Nicola. I appreciate it. But guys, please hit the like button. Only 4 likes away from 250. And if you want to support us personally, somebody's talking in Kiev. You can hear them. The issue is we're not Ukrainian, so we really don't understand. But if you guys want to support us personally, all that we ask is that, you go ahead and hit the like button, you share this to your friends and family, you really let people know what's going on, and if you want to really top everything, if you want to buy us a cup of coffee or something, the super chat is always an option. And follow us on Twitter, guys, because we're always posting on Twitter and Discord. The Twitter link is up pinned to the chat and in the description as well as the Discord. But follow us on Twitter, guys, please. We're always posting there, and that's how you guys get all the latest news. Lakar says, why are the car sounds like airplanes? I swear, right? I swear. Why do they sound like airplanes? It sounds like a fighter jet's flying. Bella says, yeah, they sound like they're talking on a speaker. Yeah, imagine they're like, hello everybody. They're speaking in like the big megaphone or the mega microphone. Like, hello everybody. Can you hear me from across Kiev? Today we are sitting looking at the sunrise. Alice says pandemic and now World War III. What's next? Well, I guess there's nothing. Nothing could be. If World War III is legit, there's nothing past World War III. That's the end. So I guess if World War III has arrived, then you've reached the end of the novel. But hopefully we don't have World War III. Hopefully, we hope. Possess says they sound like jets. I know, right? They must have like a terrible exhaust. Or the camera is making it sound like that. Evan says new Russian stealth tech, maybe? Maybe that's like the new vehicles produced. They're called loud blaring fighter jets cars. JD says Alice. Aliens from another dimension? Bella says, oh, JD, that's another option. Aerodynamics nukes are bad for my skin complexion. If I'm close to a nuke, I will get real itchy. I guess you'll itch. You won't itch on Earth anyways. So that shouldn't be a problem. Nick, are you doing... Rick Bryan says, are you doing dishes? I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. No, I'm not. Green Waves is shoveling your driveway. Guys, I'm not doing anything. This is from Kiev. The audio you hear is Kiev audio. Oh, look at... Wait. Everybody look at the top left. The cleaner! The cleaner is back! The cleaner is back! I wish we can get him, like, talking to the camera. You're famous! The cleaning man! Green Wave says, yeah, we are hearing the guy sweeping the lawn. Look, he's moving. He's moving away. JD, is the audio from the top left? No, it's actually from the bottom left. Actually, it might be both, actually. I'm not even joking. Right? We hear the car every single time it passes. I know the bottom left is what we hear. But maybe the top left too, actually. Let me check. Let me do a quick check. Oh yeah, there we go. It is both, literally. You guys are hearing the bottom and top left. That's weird. Aerodynamics Scottam says, that's dedication. The guy's busy cleaning, man. The guy's busy cleaning. Stealing dirt. Evans is stealing dirt on the enemy. Maybe he's scared that they're gonna, they're gonna dirty the place when they come. So he's cleaning it. He's like sweep. Cleaning the road so that they're extra clean. That's crazy, actually. That is actually what you're in the middle of a. Okay, let's see. Let's just see how many people in the chat would do this. How many people in the chat, if a war were to happen, and they are like a cleaning guy, or would be like this guy? How many of you would clean the streets if a war were to happen? Type yes if you would clean the streets if a war were to happen and it's your job to do so, and type no if you just say screw it, it's a war. It's a war. So let's hear how many people how many people in the chat would be like this guy and clean the streets. Type yes. I'm about to put up a poll right now. And how many people would just say screw it, man? It's a war. It's a battlefield. Why am I cleaning? Actually, it's fine. I won't put up a poll. Just type it in the chat. No. Desire says no. Bella says no. Chuck says no. Would anybody do it, actually? Would anybody go and start cleaning and chilling like that? Sweeping. The guy, man, is sweeping so loud as well. So he's scrubbing hard. He wants to clean that road no matter what. Rick S says, hell no to the no to the no. Hell no. JG says, fill with my job, I do it. Really? So you go in the middle of the battlefield and you say, I don't care about these tanks, I don't care about these soldiers, let's sweep the ground. Like the advertise, the sweeper. You're gonna be sweeping the roads. The tanks are gonna come by and you're gonna be like, just sweeping. Evan says, yeah, I got blitz. Bills. I got bills. You got bills to pay. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Evan says no. Nicola says he might not be very well. God bless him. Yeah, I agree. But I wonder if, like, again, this is like a wartime, right? I wonder if his job told him, listen, stay home, it's fine, you're in the middle of a war. Or they told him, you know, you have to work or else we're not paying you. That's just something that pops up. Again, these are not normal people. These are, again, cleaning the streets is a government position, right? So if the government's at war, I can only think in my head that they're telling him, listen, it's fine, go home, that's fine, we're paying you. Alice says, cleaner doesn't know saboteurs are spray painting targets orange. And he's wearing an orange vest. Oh, that's funny. Everybody's saying no, they wouldn't go. That's hilarious. Guys, one more like and we hit 250 likes. So somebody hit the like button. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, guys, I actually need a cup of coffee. I haven't had it. I have to refill this one. I gotta go and refill this one, but I don't want to leave because this is crazy what's going on right now. But the super sticker option into the chat. But Nicholas says, God bless the cleaner. God bless the cleaner. JD says, have to instill confidence. Again, he wants to show the Ukrainians, look, our streets are clean. We fight with cleanliness. Chuck says, war makes people do strange things. Bella says, Swiffer Sweeper. Mr. Kalak says, I don't think we're getting another attack for a day or so. Takes a while to replace the general and then replace him and give all of them all their details, even if we got a field promotion. If they got field promotion. Yeah, I can understand that actual aspect. Especially in the last week or so, you had two generals basically casualties, two Russian generals as casualties. You have to find a way to replace them, and then, bringing those people up to pace, those new people is definitely going to be difficult. But again, I would only imagine that there are some backups like that already know everything, and they're told that if this person goes down, you're the next one. Nicholas says Ukraine is clean. Look, what would happen if they see the guy walking in the top left? How's that guy supposed to walk if the cleaner wasn't there? You know what? We gotta all give this. Everybody put some clapping and emojis in the chat here for the cleaner, man. Look, he's cleaning the roads so that people can walk. Nobody can walk if the roads are not clean. Let's get some claps in the chat, guys. Everybody clap. Everybody clap in the chat. Guys, it is like only 1 hour and 15 minutes left for the curfew to open up. Oh, Mr. Kellogg says, yeah, 3 generals dead now? I heard. I know it was 2. Maybe it's 3 now. But, ooh, windy. It is windy today. Anybody want to buy me a cup of coffee? I need a cup of coffee. Oh, Nicola with all the claps. Nicola. Greenwave says the Russian army is so big, they have replacements. General's actually not that high of a rank. They have hundreds. Mr. Kellogg says, yeah, 1 died yesterday. Again, there's a lot of casualties that we're seeing. A bunch of claps, guys. Jay says, I'll be back later. Alice says, the cleaner's taking forever. Alice, you would give... Alice, this person is literally cleaning in a battlefield. Like... even if he takes forever to clean, he's cleaning in a battlefield. Nothing beats that. This guy should get like a promotion. This guy should be like the cleaning general. He manages all the cleaningness in the entire Ukraine. Mr. Cox says, they don't have hundreds of generals. Nicholas says, see you, Jay. JD says, until then, be well. Thank you so much, Jay, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it so much. and I hope to see you around. Damon says, how many Ukrainian soldiers died? Again, nobody knows. There's been no numbers, really. Honestly, the only numbers we've been getting are Russian soldiers, Russian casualties. And even then, they're only given by Ukrainian sides. The Russian side hasn't said anything about the casualties. Alice says, I'd be running with a broom. Nicholas says, he ain't well, bless. Egot says 2,000 to 3,000 soldiers. Guys, hit the like button. Only 3 more likes for 255 likes, so I'd appreciate that as well. And if you want to top everything up and you want to hit that like button and share this and follow us on Twitter, because that's where we post every single time we go live. All the latest news is posted on Twitter before anywhere else. Literally, Twitter is where we are on 24/7. Again, we're always on YouTube 24/7, but Twitter is where we're on 24/7 actually. So follow us on Twitter, and if you want to top everything up and you want to just buy us a cup of coffee or something, support us personally, you can click that super chat or super sticker, or maybe you even join the squad, join the Geek squad by joining, clicking that join button. Greenwave says, coffee boys, man. Honestly, Greenwave, perfect time. You're the best. You're the greatest. You're the homie, man. Greenwave is the homie. Greenwave is the homie. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Free 10 super chat. Appreciate it. Can't thank you enough. Mr. Kellogg says, man, I need to go grab a coffee right now. Mr. Kellogg says, General Sukhavaka, General Gersmon, General Kiznalaka. I think that, I completely butchered their names. Have been killed in action. Aerodynamics says, Ukraine military and civ casualties are no doubt over 15,000 and probably higher. Alice says, hola. Yeah, so what I've heard is that there's been already over 1,500 kills in the metropole area alone. 1,500, and that's been a few days. So I can only imagine that now it's up actually. And in addition to that, there has to be a lot of casualties in Kharkiv. They've been bombarded severely, and it's a densely populated area. And then add on that Kiev, and then add on that all the border cities, and then add on that Odessa. Definitely going to be, a huge amount. Chuck says, I think this guy is trying to show a sense of normalcy in a maniac world. He's my hero. God bless his courage and his defiance. For the cleaner, I definitely, you know what, the cleaner is actually very, very good. I'd have to say that. I have so much respect for that cleaner. I swear, so much respect to him. Like crazy. Imagine cleaning, like, you know how you put your job and you put, the cleanliness of the country ahead of your own safety. This is the war field. Nobody would have done it. But he is one dedicated guy and proves how hardworking he is. So I'm not going to lie, he's a great guy. Great, hardworking person. And I definitely have respect for him as well. Agat says 2,000 to 3,000 Ukrainians dead. Agat also says 3,000 to 6,000 Russians dead. So so the numbers that we've got for, how many Russian soldiers are 12,000, and that was like 2 days ago, I think. 2 days ago. And it was 12,000 by the, and that's what the Russian side, the Ukrainian side has said that there were like 12,000 Russian soldiers dead. Samantha says, it's been raining and cold. Perhaps the roads are icy and he's being a good civilian trying to keep people safe. No, this guy's definitely a cleaner. Definitely. I see him every single stream. He works. That's his job, I'm pretty sure. But again, every single time he's been dedicated, man. And I love hardworking, dedicated people. Definitely so much respect to him. So much respect to him, I swear. Damien said, everything is destroyed in Ukraine and only 2,000 to 3,000 soldiers died. What a joke. Again, both sides are not really giving their numbers. We see Russia say 400 soldiers. So, again, nobody's really giving real numbers out yet. Samantha says, cars are loud. Like they're sliding. Actually, at some point I thought they were like fighter jets because of how loud they were. God says 12,000 to 11,000 injured. Ronnie says, how many have died in Russian invasion? First part. What is that? What is that? Did you ever hear that? It's like a whistle or something. Ronnie says, how many have died in the Russian invasion? First part, Russia has admitted to 2,095 casualties, including 498 dead and 597 wounded. Actually, this could, you know what? Something just came to mind. That, you know, Ukraine is saying 12,000 soldiers dead. Maybe the idea is that, you know, when they don't know whether a person's injured or not. They might see, you know, the overall. They target a spot, right? And they say, we approximate that there's, let's say, 1,000 soldiers there, and they hit it, and then if they don't see movement after 5-10 minutes, then they automatically suspect that these people are dead. But maybe they're not. Maybe there's a few, but then the rest are all casualties, and maybe some are severe and some are minor. And so they say that there's that they're all dead, but you know they're not. That's again just a theory that I have. Somebody said car alarm. I think so. Maybe it's that white car on the top left. I think it just arrived. Nicholas says it's just a lot of work for him to do. God bless you, Mr. Cleaner. Ronnie says Moscow also says at least 2,875 troops have been killed and more than 3,500 wounded. Figures Ukrainian government disputes 1 day ago. Possess says yeah. Agate says Damien must be a Russian troll law. Seeing so many Russian tanks getting popped. Are you serious? Are they just going down a corner store getting like a Pepsi or Coke? Again, Coke is actually not banned, but Coke left Russia. They don't manufacture anything anymore. They paused everything, Coke and Pepsi. So maybe they're trying to grab a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola from Ukraine because they can't buy any from Russia. Ooh, you hear the whistle again? Maybe another car alarm. Ronnie says from Google. Greenwave says the parking lot that he's sweeping actually sees a lot of daily traffic. I think it's a public service bulging of sorts, perhaps a sort of Ukrainian DMP. Actually, this street, we've seen some military vehicles on. So again, he's probably cleaning the roads maybe for that as well. Especially, you know, when in a city that's targeted, you know, multiple times and that's sensitive, where at any point things can change, you always need the roads to be smooth and clean so that if military vehicles need to come in or out, you have to have this road ready, right? So it makes sense to why he's cleaning these roads. I got this about 400 soldiers, about 400 Russian tanks bombed. Ronnie says, I love the fact that you guys are kicking their butts. Godspeed. I guess there's about 4,000 armored cars or trucks, and trucks pop. Another 4,000 armored cars and trucks stopped at a corner store and grabbed some pop? That's crazy. I'm joking, I know what you mean. Daniel says, it seems like they got pushed out. It's peaceful now. Maybe. Again, the battle hasn't started on the inner cities. As of now, a lot of the battles are on the outside in terms of real soldiers, and then significant bombardments on those areas, like on the city. Nicholas says, oh God bless him. Possesses Kharkiv. DDS says, hit Russian embassy all around the world with red paint. Hit their entry. Mr. Kellogg says, I watch other Ukrainian TV footage, so you can see more than the Western news channels. Yeah. Our moderators are doing amazing, actually. I appreciate every moderator as of now. It's been actually great. Eggnot says, anything come out from Russia or lies? Bella says, on Fox News, they have the same camera of the church on the right now. Yeah, again, you know why? A lot of people have these cameras. You know why? This camera specifically, the one on the top right. Because that is where, like, a few days ago, crazy targets on that spot. Bombardment, and you were seeing smoke and everything. It was lit on fire, basically. That part of Kiev. And so this is why that camera and that specific spot, there are again multiple cameras, but that specific spot has been a highlight zone for a lot of news stations now. Nicola says, Ukrainian soldiers are my heroes. Danielle Ward says, I saw a report of Russian soldiers surrendering with Ukrainian flags on APC. Nicola says, yeah, Russia's tell lies. Danielle, I saw that as well. Message in Discord. Nicole says, oh, I read that. Bella says, that's so sad. Agat says, Russia took over a nuclear power plant. They cut the power off the nuclear power plant and it's going into meltdown because the rods are not being cooled because of the power has been cut off. Yeah, something is weird in that power plant because they've not only done that, but they've actually went ahead and, shut off the cameras. And that has really caused a lot of panic because now people don't know what's going on. There's no one to monitor. What happens if the plate's about to, explode? Nobody knows. It's just going to happen. Nicola says, Daniel, I saw that as well. And Damien says, Edgar, bro, you will have to think about it. All these bases have destroyed. Most of the military facilities, 2 cities are being destroyed, so how many casualties could be? Bell says, that's so sad. Chuck says, what is ABC? Tina says, I don't know. What parts they are fighting all over the place. Yeah, again, there is definitely battles all over Kiev and all over Ukraine, so it's hard to really specify which parts of the city are the ones getting attacked the most. But again, I want to reaffirm, guys, if you guys haven't clicked the like button, click it. Only one like away from 55. And everybody, guys, join the Discord down below as well. All of the latest news is there. And we do have an unconfirmed section, so anybody that kind of reads any news, post it in there, and you'll be able to get all the latest news as well. So make sure you do join the Discord. It is linked down below as well, and we definitely appreciate if everybody can kind of hop in and follow me on Twitter, of course follow me on Twitter. But join the Discord as well. It's going to be fantastic, and you'll get all the news. And then we focus on everything as of now, mainly the Ukrainian Kiev Russian invasion. Absalom says there are a lot of videos of Russian militaries on the plant. It is really stupid to think that Russia wants the power plant to melt since it is a neighboring country. Bella Luna, that's scary. I'm worried about the active power plant. Could it be that maybe they're trying to, I don't know. Never mind. Maybe they have some use of it. Maybe they want to use it for something, and they just don't want to let people know what they want to use it for. Again, pure speculation. Ronnie says they may have cut the power out, but they're not going to let those rods melt down. It's just propaganda. That's why I just cut off the camera to make everybody panic. Oh, so what Ronnie Huntsville saying is that this may be like a scare tactic, so that they can kind of push them to surrender. Damien says, I suppose Russia want to rule, and so he is slowing down its attack. Or in 2 and 3 days it will be a full-scale attack. Mr. Kalak says, Phantom of Kiev, not now, the ghost. Bella Luna says, those cars are loud. They are extremely loud. Agnon says, Russian special forces landed in the airport, took it over. Ukraine came in and slaughtered Russian special forces. What was that? What was that sound? Nicola says, Bella, I know, I just keep praying for them at the Chernobyl. Again, we are paying attention to exactly what's going on as it happens, guys, in Kiev and in all different parts of Ukraine. Agnot says Russian soldiers are bogged down in the roads, out of food, out of gas, getting ambushed every day and night. Let's do a quick check, guys, to see any latest news that has appeared in terms of that. Let's do a quick look here. VS says the Russian army can't take Kiev, a small amount of soldiers. There says the law. Okay, guys, so there is so Ukraine, guys, so there's some breaking news. Zelensky states that right now, Zelensky says war at a turning point as of now. So they're saying that, there's a risk that maybe Russian forces come and take it. And again, this is breaking news 13 minutes ago. Zelensky comes out and says Ukraine is at a turning point. Ukraine president, they're saying, okay, this is what it says exactly. He said the Ukrainian president has said that his country had reached a strategic point in the war with Russia. It's impossible to say how many days we will still need to free our land, but it is possible to say we will do it. We are already moving towards our goals, our victories. What do you guys think when you hear that? When you hear, the Ukrainian president come and say, we're taking back our country, basically. Completely. And there's also been reports that air raid sirens heard across most Ukrainians report. Those air raid sirens have said to urge people to seek shelters. Such burning the capital of Kiev, in the western city of Lviv, in Odessa, and in Kharkiv, as well as the Sumy region in the northeast country, as numbers of attacks increase. Nicola says, good night, sleep well. Ivan says, time for me to sleep. Good night, guys. Good night, Ivan. Have a great night. Because where are you from? Daniel, I seen where 272 was flipped upside down. I can't hear you because of the car noises. I know the car noises are loud. Actually, let me lower the car noises. Let me lower the car noises. John says, I got back. I was here around 4. Oh, John, you missed actually a lot. I do have to say that. John, you missed a lot actually. There's a bunch of timestamps, so I'll just do a quick recap of what happened. Number 1, we seen missiles launch from Kiev onto, somewhere. Nobody really knows. And the clips were there. I don't know if you've seen that. Then we seen a video come up from somebody that was in the stream that sent, it to us. It's in the Discord though as well. So if you want to join the Discord down below, if you want to click on the link down below, you'll see the video as well. It's in the Discord. But basically where there were attacks on parts of Ukraine live. And then we seen air raid sirens. And with the air raid sirens came speakers on the, telecom that said, everybody go to shelters. And it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it was an intense day, extremely intense. But everything, guys, is recapped in the stream. And if you want to hop in the Discord, there's a major recap there as well. Chuck says, I'm sorry, guys, but I can't hear you. I heard something about statement from Zelensky. So I'll do a bit of a thing here. I'll repeat it. Hopefully it's louder right now. But Zelensky has officially stated that Ukraine is at a turning point, and they say that they've reached a strategic turning point in the war, and that they're now reaching their goals and heading towards taking the cities that have been captured by Russians. What do you guys think when I say the statement that was breaking news on an article here? What do you guys think? What comes to mind when Zelensky comes in and says, you know what, we're about to take back all of our, all the places that have been captured by Russia? Bella says the yellow bus. Actim says Russia slowly progress. Metropole capturing north of Volova, Kiev outskirts being shelled. Nicola says good morning, John. DDS says Russian terror army are a big joke. All the world see it now. Good morning, Nicola. Daniel says Russia pushed in too hard, too fast. Do you think that's the issue? Maybe Russia did try and speed through this, and that's why they're taking a major loss? Nicola says brilliant. Ronnie says United Nations and the United States is worried about Russia using biological weapons on you guys. Again, that's the scary part. Ronnie says we are monitoring the situation right now, and we may end up acting if the fact Russia tries to get biological weapons, then we'll probably get involved directly. But don't you think, getting involved directly makes the war even, larger? Nicola says, I just feel good. The car says pushing them back and out. He says they lose all their equipment every time they do that. Bella Luna says, I hope they take everything back. I really wish the Ukrainian people well. Nicola says, praying to God for you all. Bella says, that's a crow. That is a crow. That's a crow. That's a bird crow. Correct. Optimum says Zelensky. Robert says propaganda. Avoid U.S. stages fake chemical attack and uses that as an excuse to join. That wouldn't happen. Again, the worry is that Russia nukes the place, and that's why I know what he's involving. There's no reason to stage. I guess as well, Putin threatens the whole world with World War III and nuclear exchange. So the world kicked in and gave Ukraine a lot of weapons and a lot of ammo. So what do you expect? Ronnie says, I can tell you that the West and the United States will never get involved unless there's proof that it is happening. Greenwave says, breaking on Fox, it says Biden signals World War III warning. Says U.S. will increase the level of military supplies to Ukraine. Okay, let's do a quick poll here. How many people think that if Ukraine were to lose the war, or if Russia were to nuke Ukraine, that the U.S. would join? Yes or no? If Russia were to nuke Ukraine, would the U.S. declare war on Russia? Let's just see how many people think yes and how many people say no. DDS says, sure, no, Russia wants to go home now. All are like in Cold War days. Nothing at all there. Ukraine. Would NATO and the world and the US join the war and declare war on Russia? Yes or no? Again, this is purely theoretical. It's most likely not going to happen, but just what do you guys think? We get some yeses. Somebody says, if he nukes, they will all go in, says Daniel. Dan says he's gonna go after Poland first. Ronnie says not true. Biden said that. Biden said if we USA get involved, then it will be World War III. Robert says Russia will not use nuke. Optimum says Russia would nuke not only Ukraine but all of the European Union and NATO. EGOT says Russia even so far had old cruise missile from Ukraine from the Cold War. They shot these cruise missiles into Poland and Yugoslavia and blaming it on Ukraine. DDS says they would nuke back, so what? Daniel says he after Poland because where the air base is. Greenwave says, I think if one nuke gets launched, it's highly likely that many more get launched. The expert simulation says they will be highly likely. NATO as a group would respond. Lakar Williams says no unless it hits NATO territory. So we did get the first person that kind of says, no, if Ukraine is to get nuked, really the world wouldn't look at it unless it's nuked by unless the place nuked is NATO. Boss Moodia says Putin monkey. What? Robert says if Russia uses nukes, they will not be aimed at Ukraine. They will be aimed at NATO countries that join. DDS, again, just to emphasize, the question is if Russia nukes Ukraine, not if Russia, attacks NATO. Because if Russia attacks NATO, yes, then they'll be respond. But if Russia doesn't attack NATO, if Russia nukes just Ukraine, Ukraine is not part of NATO. DDS says if Russian nuclear arsenals are like their army, it all explodes in bunkers or don't do anything at all. Egot says Russia will probably use chemical biological weapons to push the military out and civilians out like they did in Syria. Optimus says Ukraine doesn't need to be nuked. Sooner or later, the war will end conveniently. Conventional. 16 days now of waiting. Russia is surrounded.
All right, guys. Thanks for being in the stream. It's super excited. We still have a long way to go before we end the stream, but we just so we can keep it flowing well, it's gonna start lagging in the next little bit. So I need to restart the stream. So 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes, maybe 3, 4. But in the next little while, I'm gonna start it again. So hold tight. We're gonna restart the stream again. So just hold tight and get ready to join the stream in, like I said, 2 to 4 minutes. Okay. We'll see you guys in a little bit.